This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Please note the thoughts, opinions, jokes, and every other bad taste that the guest and the host of Hobie, aka The History of Bad Ideas, is of their own, is not associated with any companies they may work for, any firms they work with, any advertisers, or anybody else in general. Remember, it's just a joke.
Alright. It's about comic books and movies. Growing up with Rokusuke. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale is just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Jeff defends Aquaman. Blake's just not listening. What? Jason impersonates Michael Keaton.
Some people just want to watch World Buzz.
Jeff nails another draft day.
Nailed
Blake's
it.
top 5 has 98.
I got
Jason
one more.
just loves him some Kevin James.
Fucking Kevin James.
It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's a history of bad.
So bad.
It's a history of bad ideas. It's a history of bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's a history of bad. LaCroix. It's a history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 193. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Blake.
Hey, we're all here.
Hooray.
1.5 weeks till
Yeah.
the expo.
Go Expo.
Then we're going to have some ambiance with the crowd. It's going to be fun.
Some ambience.
Yes. I am rooting to get the voice of Mickey Mouse online on the podcast with us. What do you think? You think he'll go on an explicit podcast? I don't think the voice of
Well,
Mickey
you think
Mouse...
he'll cuss in the voice of Mickey Mouse on our explicit podcast?
Fuck you, Minnie, let's roll! Drop your panties!
Oh, wow.
I don't think he's going to be on.
No, not anymore. If there was any chance, it just disappeared.
Well, the good news is that wasn't like the voice of Mickey Mouse, because I don't know what voice that was, so...
That's true. No one would mistake that for Mickey
No.
Mouse.
That was your Italian.
Hey! Hunter McAllister is here. So anyways, Jeff, you just came back from It.
I just saw It.
The movie It.
The movie It.
You
Is
saw
that-
it?
I saw It.
You saw it?
I saw It.
Is it your...
Tell us about it.
Is it up or down this week?
Oh, it's an up.
Okay, go ahead, tell.
What about it?
Well, I'm not going to, throw spoilers
Well,
out.
no,
but,
because I want to see it still.
Yeah. No,
He's going to tell. He's going to tell.
No, I mean, well, I'm sure you know the basic story
Yes.
of It is there's some strange creature that's haunting this small Maine town, and these 7 kids are thrown together because, well, they're the kids that, get picked on or whatnot, and...
The undesirables.
Yeah, the
Goonies.
losers, as
The
they're
Goonies.
called.
The Goonies of Maine.
It's the Goonies, or the, what do you call it? Stranger Things. It has a very Stranger Things vibe.
Is it better than the miniseries?
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
the
this
miniseries I've not seen in ages, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I didn't like the miniseries when it came out. So.
Okay.
So I'm saying this is better than that.
Okay, good.
Was it better than the book?
It's been forever since I read the book.
The answer is no. The book is always better.
It's not always better.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't.
Dune?
Yeah, it
Have you
is.
read Dune?
No,
Yeah,
the book
it
isn't
is.
always better.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Children. Is there
Yeah,
a
it is.
part
No,
you
it
don't have to
isn't.
spoil?
Yeah, it
Shut
is.
up, both of you!
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yeah,
Focus.
It is.
No.
Ficus.
Yeah, it is.
We like to argue on this podcast, so we're going to argue.
Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not.
Is there, and I don't want you to spoil anything, but is there a scene where he comes up through the drain like in the miniseries?
Or the toilet.
No, the drain in the shower, in the...
There
Stuff coming up
is-
through the toilet scares me. Okay?
Really? Okay. Like arachnophobia with the spider in
Because
it?
you're under, your underparts are exposed.
Okay.
Yeah,
There
drains,
is
no problem.
something coming out of the sink. I'll
There
go
is.
that.
Oh,
That's
God.
okay.
God, no.
And it's not my shavings.
No. When Tim Curry comes up through the drain in the miniseries, that scared me. It really scared me because it was just Tim Curry. It wasn't addressed as Pennywise. It was just Tim Curry. Hello. Have you seen my impression of Congo? No, Tim, stop it. We don't know what accent you're using.
How about you? I mean, come on. You can't complain about somebody else's accent.
Oh, I will complain about Tim Curry's accent.
The fact you remembered he was in Congo surprises the hell out of
I
me.
really know a lot about Congo.
I was just listening to a trivia podcast, and they had a question about name like 5 of the top 7 highest grossing Tim Curry movies, and
Ooh, okay. Congo.
Congo was on the list. And I'm
Clue?
like, I didn't know he was in Congo. Clue did not do that
Home
good
Alone
at the
2?
box office. Home Alone 2 was number 1.
Oh yeah, fuck
That's,
yeah,
that's
bitches.
the one I got.
Shit. Now I gotta figure out what others think.
Yeah.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Rocky Horror Picture Show was number 2.
Okay, from all the years.
Yeah,
it
for all
just
those,
keeps
I didn't even consider counting all the years of
Accumulation.
midnight showings, and like,
That's right.
oh yeah, that does count towards its box office gross.
So I got 3 out of 5.
Tim Curry films.
You got any other ones there? I don't know.
You named all the big ones that
Yeah,
I could
I
think
mean,
of off
Like
the top
Home
of my
Alone 2.
head.
That's
Home Alone 2, Congo.
no, I don't even know if I remember what they all were.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, the Hunt for Red October was in there.
He was in that.
Apparently,
I
Okay.
think he was. Yeah, he was.
well, he was because it was one of the answers.
They just make up answers. Dinosaur. What? I don't think he was in Dinosaur.
Oh, and the question did say non-voice work.
Okay.
So there's Wild Thornberry movies wouldn't have counted.
Okay.
Because I know everyone went to see those Wild Thornberry movies.
Did they make more than one?
Yeah, they made at least 2.
Wow.
Apparently.
Okay.
All right, well, enough about Wild
Curry?
Thornberries.
And Tim Curry. So you liked it. What would you give it?
You liked it.
It. I would give it just fresh in my mind, first feelings, A-.
Okay. Okay. I'm hoping to see it sometime soon.
Yeah. I will say the majority of the kids they cast or whatever, acting was great.
I thought you were going to say majority of the kids in the theater. I was like, why are there kids in the theater?
No, the actors.
Okay.
Normally you're worried when you're hiring child actors that they can ruin it, but they, I think, pulled it off for the most part.
Okay. I like I said, it's we're going to talk about it in the box office area. It's not a bomb this week. It's the opposite of bombs.
Oh, yeah. It's
So-
an explosion!
Blake, have you seen anything this week?
No, I did get caught up on Preacher except for the finale.
I'm not caught up on Preacher. I'm about 3 episodes back.
Yeah.
I gotta finish it. Gotta finish it. Did you watch Fear the Walking Dead?
Yeah, let me know how Humperoo works out for you.
Humperoo.
Yeah,
The hell is that?
it's in Preacher.
Okay.
Pretty funny.
Okay. I'm a little scared now. I read a couple things that the critics were like upset that this season was very up and down and they didn't like it that much. I'm like, I thought this season was better than the first season. So far, I mean,
Yeah, I kind of like it, and the whole Hitler helping Arseface escape from hell.
Jesus, that is the most wrong thing ever.
Well, it gets a little goofier, but
Okay.
that's okay. They already established the fact, that as you said, anything can happen in this reality, and I think the Harry Starr character actually is actually turning out to be a very bright spot.
Okay.
In the season, and that's just my opinion.
Okay. He's
Bright spot, I mean, is like dark, funny,
dark comedy.
ironic. Yeah, exactly.
Well, he steals the show in the book, Airstar. He's
I
he's
love the
pretty
fact.
rough.
I don't want to give it away, but I love the fact that it's like he's almost got like a station higher than the Pope and the Archbishop.
Yes.
That's pretty funny.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's like that. in the
and
book.
he's well connected in hell apparently as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, and it's been a while since I read the books, but I don't remember anything about hell in the books. I really don't. I don't think anyone goes there. I don't think anything. So,
But Walking Dead, what did that start up this past week?
Fear the Walking Dead started this week.
Fear of the Walking
Yes.
Dead. It did?
Yes.
I've been seeing previews for it left and right, and I'm like, doesn't The Walking Dead come out
Did you not put it
first?
on TV? Oh, you're at your in-laws' house. You know that?
Yeah.
They usually replay it during the week, so you should be fine to see it.
All right, I'll have to try and sneak that into the 1% of the DVR drive that I may be allowed to use.
You got 1%?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else on there right now? America's
Well,
Got Talent's going into the semifinals.
Well, I'm sure that's on there.
Okay.
But the Preacher finale, I meant to try and get that done today before I came in, but unfortunately, reality gets in the way
Yes.
before podcasting sometimes. Yeah.
So is that your up this week?
No.
Okay. What's your up this week?
My up this week are the Windians.
Yes, 19 in a row. They're going for 20 right now.
They're up 1-0. I'm pretty impressed, but ultimately it's just setting me up for major disappointment.
First round loss. Sweep.
Probably.
No. They'll get up 3-0 in the World Series and then
Lose
lose
4 games straight to the
who would go
Dodgers
up- or like
something.
3-1.
Yeah,
Jeez.
exactly.
Yeah, the Indian. My son and I were watching the Baltimore Indians game on Saturday, and we were
Yeah.
watching it. They look good.
It's like everything's clicking for them as it should be in September. They don't have any major injuries. Now, granted, we're still waiting for Andrew Miller to come back, but
Yeah, your closer's not even back.
it's like everything's going really well. And ever since we split that series with Boston, like 2 games apiece, we've gone on and we've been sweeping everybody. And there's been some decent baseball teams that we've beat, and then some shitty ones. But you know what? That's what you want to see. When your teams are
what?
playing crappy teams, you better win. And when you're playing good ones, take it.
You know what?
That's good.
I'm telling you, they do the same thing with football. Oh, they didn't beat anybody. They play who is on their schedule. They can't
right.
help that.
Yeah.
It's not like college where they get to pick and choose who they play. Oh,
Hey,
Alabama's playing Little Sisters of the Poor with one leg over there.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a tough
Why does
game.
Alabama only have one leg?
No, they have no teeth. They're playing the team with no legs.
Oh.
I got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, my up this week is Madden 18, NFL Madden, the new video game for my PlayStation 4.
That's right. I haven't played Madden in several years.
I have not played since 2011, and my son's looking forward to it, so I thought, you know what, I kind of want to play. The NFL product is my down for the week, but the football game, the video game, is really fun. I took over as the owner. I fired Marvin Lewis. That was the first thing I did. Second thing I did was trade Andy Dalton.
Can you actually fire coaches in
yeah.
the game?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
First thing I did.
Do you do franchise mode?
Owner mode is what it's called.
Owner mode.
I'm blowing
Okay.
up Paul Brown Stadium where the Bengals play, and I'm building a new stadium.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're blowing up one of the best stadiums in the.
Are you making the taxpayers pay for
He
this?
probably is.
We're not there
Asshole.
yet. It's not on the ballot yet.
You're an asshole. I hate you already.
You can threaten to relocate the team too if you don't get a stadium. I'm like, oh, well, that's
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's in the game?
yes, you can relocate. So
And what about superstar mode? I used to like creating yourself.
You can do
Putting
that. You
Yourself,
can
going
change-
through the combine and making yourself in the draft.
you know what makes it even better?
See what happens.
You scout draft players in that.
Yeah.
You just can edit their names, so it makes it a whole lot easier.
It's not as fun.
I can
'cause it's
change.
not
I can
really
change
you.
everything.
It's not really you.
I'm the owner. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
The second thing I did was trade Andy Dalton, the Bengals quarterback, because I wanted AJ McCarron to, take over.
Prosper.
Yeah. So Dalton went to Philadelphia, and
To back up Carson Wentz.
actually he's starting above Carson Wentz.
Oh, I thought maybe you got Carson Wentz in the
wow.
trade.
No, I got a left outside linebacker and a
To be named later.
defensive tackle. No, what did I get?
Yeah, sure.
Left guard. I needed some.
apparently
Did you get offensive line? Because that's what the
That's what I
Bengals
got, left
fucking
guard, yeah,
desperately
yeah.
need. Oh, you said defensive.
I got both. Left
okay.
anyways, so then I put AJ McCarron in, the stud. Well, by week 4, RG3 was starting for me.
Now, in owner mode, are you playing the game?
Yeah,
or are
you can
just-
play the
oh,
game too,
okay.
yeah.
Are you playing?
Yeah, I play the whole game.
All right.
I enjoy it.
So you're actually coaching yourself
Yeah.
anyway.
Yes.
Okay.
So the
So are
problem
you?
is-
You're a coach on it, or
No,
did
no,
you
no.
actually
So
hire
here's the
someone?
problem. I hired this guy that they made up in the game.
Yeah.
Because I forgot that I took over the team before the preseason started, right when the preseason started. There's not many coaches available. so I'm 5-5. RG3 had a good 2-game winning
You
streak.
mean you couldn't get John Gruden out of retirement?
I couldn't. He wasn't available yet. I think in the offseason I can get the bigger coaches.
Oh, you couldn't get Bill Cowher to come out?
None of them were available.
Oh.
I mean, you signed RG3 before Kaepernick.
Yeah, I did, actually. I did. So here's the thing.
You didn't even give Kaepernick a call. You didn't even
No.
interview him.
No.
Well, Jamel Hill will be pissed off.
You
at
know why? He's not worth a hassle.
ESPN's gonna ban you.
You know why? He was never that good. I don't care about politics. He wasn't that good.
Hint: he's mediocre.
At best.
All right, but anyways.
Anyways, so I side RG3. Anyways, he wins 2 games, doesn't throw many interceptions. He's through like 1 and 2 games. I go to Denver. I'm 5-4, won 3 in a row. Here I go. I got it. He threw 4 interceptions. AJ McCarron's my starting quarterback. And I realized maybe I should have traded Dalton.
Do you really don't have that big of a backbone that you can't stand behind a guy after one bad performance?
He has not looked strong. Let's just say that.
Ultimately, it's your fault, Jake.
Oh, it is. I'm making bad passes. But sometimes he hits the connection. Other times not so much. So it is a fun game, though. I'm really enjoying it. Games take about 35 to 40 minutes. Or it can take a little bit longer, too, if you watch everything.
Now, my biggest problem with playing the NFL Madden games, and I would always try and set up the amount of time for the quarters.
Yeah.
So that my yardage production would match other yardage productions in regards
be
to like
more accurate.
Be more accurate, because I remember going through seasons where I had like 5-minute quarters, and my running back would put up like 125 yards. I'm like, awesome. And I go to the computer and they're like 300, 400. I'm like, what?
They fixed that. It's 6-minute quarters is what they recommend for the
6-minute quarters for realistic
not 7-minute
yardage.
abs.
Not 6. You can't get abs in 6 minutes.
6 minutes. And so that seems to really even out, and everybody's pretty equal.
All right, that makes sense then.
Your Browns are...
Because that was my biggest point of contention in regards to... Because on my quarterback, you'd have like a 300-yard passing game and be last for the week because everybody else was like 650. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, you realize there's only about 11 playing minutes in a football game.
Yeah, if you time it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
That's my down for the week. Wasn't there, I tweeted something about the refs and that.
Yeah.
And I wasn't mad at the refs. I'm mad at the NFL for causing all these fucking penalties that the refs have to call. I'm not mad at the refs. They're doing their job.
No. Hold on a second. Penalties should be reviewable as well, because there have been some bullshit fucking penalties this first week. Like a pass interference call on the Cleveland Browns-Steelers game. On the Browns, it was non-existent. It wasn't there. You should be able to throw a challenge flag on that just like you could any other play, review it and go, you know what? We agree. And not just that, because I'm a homer on that, but anything else in regards to that, if you in real time, I understand the refs wanting to throw a flag like, oh, I think I saw that. Okay. Yeah. Or the angle. I think that's fine. Good. But with technology these days being as good as it is, if they fuck up a call, let them review it. If the coach goes, hey, wait a minute, that was bullcrap, or hey, was that really a catchable ball? Look
The
where it
refs
landed.
should not have to review it. It should go to New York and let them review it.
That's what I agree.
Or at least
it'll be faster.
Have a ref up in the box that does all reviews.
A supervisor.
Yeah, I think, is that how college does it? They've got
I think so.
Yeah, they do.
Just one guy who's in charge of the replays, and he can.
But the
overrule.
union does not want to take that power away from the ref, because unions, although sometimes good, are sometimes misguided, and in this case, they don't want to diminish the authority of the referee.
But they're
in the game on
adding
the
another
field.
referee. That's
It doesn't
what
matter.
they're doing.
It does not matter.
That's 32. 16 new jobs.
It
they're
doesn't
having.
matter. That's 16 new paying laborers for your union.
To the
Exactly.
NFL's defense, though, I mean, they are kind of just scrimping by on
They
money.
only want the referee to have the final say, because traditionally that was his job on the field. They don't want to take that responsibility away from him. Blah, 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 blah.
My thing is, though, I was just bored. Like, even the pregame, like, my son and I, we were doing a lot of stuff around the house this weekend, so I just had it on in the background. I had the Indians-Baltimore game on Saturday, and then I had college football on. I don't really care about, like, teams in college football because I don't have a team. I went to Division III college. So I enjoy watching the games because I have no, I don't get mad if somebody loses, except, Penn State beating Pittsburgh. Fucking Penn State. Anyways, so I never liked Paterno. Anyways, so my thing is, though, like, I was...
Makes you feeling better. He's not there anymore.
Yeah.
They
makes you feel
stripped
better,
his
he's
legacy. They took
dead.
down his statue. He's
Yeah, like all the
dead.
other-
They burned it.
Like all the other Confederates at Penn State.
Stop it. Down the hall. But I had more fun like having that on in the background than the NFL. Like I got bored. It wasn't because the Bengals were losing. I was just bored.
Well, they were just playing like complete shit.
I turned it off after one quarter. I turned the Green Bay game on a little bit later on just to have it while I was cooking dinner.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm still bored.
Yeah, that wasn't a good game either.
Why are the professional games more boring than the college ones?
Is it just more stop? College I like because there's a lot of different offenses and defenses.
Yeah.
They have a lot of different systems.
I find
And
the
enjoy
college
that.
game just as boring. So
Okay. And that's, I'm just saying, I had a lot of fun. I like watching the little teams. Like, I like watching Toledo versus Akron. I like watching those teams play.
Yeah,
Well.
it's something different. You're right, because the NFL, everything's copycat.
And I know that those kids, those guys in college, 99% of them are never going to go on. So it's fun to see them play it, their heart out for it.
Amateurs playing their heart out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what I still hate about the NFL and
Herpes.
and NFL announcers when you're watching the game and the announcer's like, "Why is the coach doing this? I don't understand. This makes no sense to me." I'm like, dude, study up on the teams you're going to be doing the games on. He always does this.
Like Tony Romo.
Or beat Tony Romo. He doesn't study the game. He knows the game.
He knows the
Apparently,
game.
Seriously.
I
he
didn't
did
listen
awesome.
to it. I didn't listen to it, but I, heard
didn't see-
excerpts and
yeah.
it was good. And I guess he was actually predicting plays
I put it
before
on
they
our
were
Facebook
happening.
page today, History of Bad Ideas.
Yeah.
They were showing his highlights. Okay, run to the left. Oh, there it is. Everything
Yeah.
he was calling. And it got to the point Jim Nance is going, okay, Romo, what's the call? And he would tell him what the next call
Isn't that
was.
awesome?
It's
I
like,
mean,
good for
at
you.
what point in time does he become like a coordinator? Because they're like, hey, he can call the play or defensive coordinator. Aren't you a quarterback? Yeah, but he can predict the offensive plays.
Opposite of Jay Cutler. I would have loved to have seen Cutler in
Yeah.
that. That guy, I don't like him. Okay, Cutler, we're just talking about the game. I don't fucking like him.
Hey, bring Cutler back from his smoke break.
Yeah, the worst. It was just he's like, Bengals, 10 minutes left in the game, a fourth down, and they punt. And he's like,
Yes.
how are they punting? He can't possibly be punting.
you
They
met
can't
Marvin
win.
Lewis?
I'm like, what are you talking about? Marvin Lewis always punts on fourth down. I mean, always. I mean, always. I mean, you know this stuff if you even pay attention. I hate,
Yeah,
just
but-
pay attention.
So that's your down?
Yeah, that's your dad.
NFL announcers?
Well, that's part of my dad, the NFL in general right now.
Yeah.
Andy Dalton.
Well,
I saw
well-
after Sunday,
Yeah.
Andy Dalton was
Andy
rated
Dalton.
27th
Out of
out
quarterbacks?
of quarterbacks.
Okay.
Only 26 teams had played up until then. So that means the quarterback who was so bad,
well, wait a
who
minute.
got replaced by his team for
Tom
someone
Savage,
else,
Texans.
was rated better than
Tom said.
Tom Savage, who got pulled from the game, was rated better.
Every time you say Andy Dalton, I just wanted to. Andy Dufresne went through 400 yards.
And
of
Andy
shit.
Dalton led the team to another miserable game.
Full interceptions, Andy Dalton did.
Yeah. But it was kind of interesting. They asked, they asked Tony Romo, he's like, how do you know all this? He's like, I've played the game
Yeah.
for 15 years.
I played. So what's your down this week, Blake?
My down, there's a plethora of things in the down, but it's all wrapped into a sports weekend.
Okay.
So the down was
Oh,
the
there's
Browns.
plenty of downs. Plenty of downs. Let me just say,
Do a speed mode.
for the sports weekend speed mode, okay, the one away game that the girls played, they won, but I couldn't see that game because I was out of town in Nebraska. But when I did get back in the weekend to see the second follow-up game on Sunday, they lost,
Ugh.
right? My two fantasy football leagues, the one where I'm a co-owner with Jeff,
Oh yeah.
I was feeling fairly confident about the team that we drafted.
Well, you
and
were the
that
one.
and it was horrible. And then my other one that I'm in with Dr. Bednar, who does our theme song, I felt fairly confident, and I got blown out of the water. My fantasy baseball team, where I made the playoffs, I was down by 20 points at one point. I was winning by 40 points at one point, and then I ended up losing by 70. So I get
you had a pretty
eliminated
big
from the
high and low.
playoffs. And then my Buckeyes turned into suck eyes, losing to Oklahoma and then watching, that asshole plant the flag. In
You
the,
didn't mean
in
any
the O.
disrespect.
It didn't mean it. But you know what? I like
Dude,
seeing...
straight on
No,
disrespecting you.
Hold
Fuck
on
you.
a second. Hold on a second. You don't want them doing that on your home turf?
Then win.
Don't fucking lose. That's
Yeah.
all I
Remember
gotta
Terrell
say.
Owens did that with
That's
the Cowboy
right.
star?
Don't lose. Exactly. Don't let them score a touchdown.
I just thought it was funny. He came out and apologized. I didn't mean any disrespect.
Yeah,
Fuck
you did.
that.
Fuck you. But you know what? I love it. You know why? Because it's college. It's passionate.
Yeah.
You can't do that in the NFL because the NFL
You
stands
can.
for No Fun
'cause
League.
Terrell Owens did it.
Yeah, but
No Fun League. No Fun League. And you can't do it because you could probably get fined by the commissioner. You know, all that kind of bullshit. And the other thing is, after the Suckeyes lost, then the Browns lose to bullshit, dirty-ass Steelers. That's a dirty fucking team. They're like, Mike Tomlin's going to have to talk to them. No, bullshit. Mike Tomlin fucking is an advocate for dirty players and fucking James Harrison and fuck all those Steelers.
We apologize to all of our Pittsburgh fans and Pennsylvania fans.
Not really.
Not really.
I tried. On a happier note, some top 5 movies for Tim Curry. Annie, was that one of them?
Oh, Annie, yeah.
Yeah.
Muppet Treasure Island,
That was not on the list.
Legend,
That was not on the list.
Three
yeah.
Musketeers,
That was not on the list.
The remake.
Adam's Family Reunion.
That was not on the list.
Really?
Yeah.
Oscar, Scary Movie 2.
Scary Movie 2 was on the list.
There you go. There's your top 5. I
you
knew
go.
I got it.
Well, that was they were 6 and 7.
Oh,
Annie was 7. Scary
Charlie's
Movie 2
Angels?
was 6. Charlie's Angels was on the list.
Oh, yeah.
Titanic.
Oh, yeah.
He was in Titanic?
Oh, with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Different Titanic. Okay. No, that was not on the list.
Oh, I got it. McHale's Navy.
No.
Got it.
You could have just went to like Box Office Mojo or something.
Yeah, it was more fun this way. Scooby-Doo and the Goblin King? Oh, you said no anime. Okay. Speaking of shows, I watched The Orville this week. The Seth MacFarlane sci-fi movie show on Fox.
Yeah.
You voluntarily watched it?
I enjoyed it a lot.
Really?
Whoa.
Well, I mean, I think I watched it the day before you watched it because you recorded it.
I watched it last night. So it's very rare that I just sit down and watch a show without doing something, like, because my brain's just ADD, everything.
Yeah.
So I'm always like cleaning or something while I'm watching TV, so I don't always get the full effect. I actually sat down, well, I wasn't making chili, but I was enough that I could just, and then last half hour I just sat down and watched all of it. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, there's a lot of issues with it. I could tell. It's a pilot episode.
Yeah.
You give it 3 to 4 episodes is the rule. I
Well,
feel
where
like
are you adding this 4th episode? The roll was 3 episodes.
it is 3 episodes. Sorry. I really enjoy it.
You can give it a 4th if that you feel it's going in the right direction by 3, but
I feel like, and part of it is I like a group of underdogs and guys or people that are just exploring. Firefly, one of the reasons I like that this ragtag group is together and they're exploring the universe. I like those type of ideas, and I thought it wasn't as funny as they were showing, and that's okay. As long as the problem is, I think Fox marketed it as
yeah, Fox definitely marketed it as it's going to be a comedy and
nonstop.
kind of a riff on space travel shows, especially a Star Trek type
Family Guy
thing.
Star Trek?
Yeah.
But
I feel like there's a space, though, for a not-so-serious sci-fi show. It hasn't been done well before, so I kind of want to see if they could do it.
'cause I'm not sure because I'm like, okay, maybe it was my expectations where I wanted something that was funny, but you take away that, okay, it's not funny. Well, I didn't think it was good enough sci-fi to
I feel like
to carry an audience.
I like the cast. I like the people.
I'm not opposed to them.
Anything that gets Mockingbird back on my TV screen, I'm happy.
Well, I'm hoping this gets canceled and she comes back with Nick Blood.
Nick Blood.
Are we talking about that?
That's at the expo topic.
Oh, okay.
We actually might be talking about. I don't know. I'm blurring all together with all of our topics here, but yeah, I've enjoyed it. We got some reviews later on for listeners on the Orville. I really liked it. I don't know if it was going to last. It's getting destroyed by the critics. There's a couple of shows, Variety really liked it, and a couple other ones, but there's a lot of critics that hate it. I didn't think it was that insulting. I mean, I've seen some bad TV shows. I think you got to give it a chance. I feel like
It's
with
not-
sci-fi, you have to kind of give it a little bit
I'm going to say
of
it's
room.
not outright bad.
No.
It's just bland and gave me nothing.
I hope they can move on from the jokes about the marriage. That was kind of like,
Yeah. Yeah.
And you see the future episodes, like she's being tortured as a hostage, and she's like, I suffered through a divorce. I know what this is nothing. It's like, okay. And I feel like there's parts that, and I'm not comparing it to Firefly, but Firefly has very funny episodes and very serious episodes.
Yeah.
And I hope that that's what this is going for. And it helps that McFarlane is a huge Star Trek fan, so I think he likes the sci-fi area of it.
I think what it feels to me like is they're writing a standard sitcom on a sci-fi, on a Star Trek ship or something.
Yeah.
But it like the jokes and dialogue and most of that all just feels like outside of the setting is your standard half-hour television sitcom.
Okay.
And was it a half hour or was it an hour long?
It was
It was an hour long.
Ooh, that's long.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it though. I really did. I watched it and I got done with it. I'm like, I really like that a lot. Yeah, again, there's issues. And here, we'll talk about it right here. The poll of the week at Bad Ideas on Twitter.
Yeah, let's
Bad
get
Ideas
into this.
Podcast.
Oh, what a fancy lead-in.
What did you... It only took 193 episodes. We got it. What did you
I thought you were
think
going to
of
say
the...
193 minutes.
Maybe.
Because that's what it feels like this conversation is lasting.
Sorry, you want to talk Game of Thrones? What did you think of the premiere of The Orville? Bad Ideas Podcast, you can vote at and tweet us. It was great, meh, needs some work, okay, but has potential, and awful. Said those in reverse. But anyways, let's see. So, in last place, it was a tie.
A tie at 16%.
It was great, and it was awful. So, you really loved it or hated it. 32% of our people.
Yeah.
Winning 40% to 28%, which I guess is a positive. Yeah. Okay, but has potential, beat out, needs some work. So there you go. I would put it was great.
I went needs some work.
You went meh?
I went meh.
Maybe I would have gone down for okay, but has potential. But I really enjoyed it. And it might be because it's something different than I've seen on TV with like the sci-fi thing. I'm just happy that sci-fi is on there. I'm kind of burned out on the superheroes on TV, so I kind of like the sci-fi aspect. Here's the over-under. Does Fox pull it before the 13 episodes?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm voting they do.
Okay. I'm just saying, Fox is famous for that. I'm surprised, you know what, last night's episode wasn't the season finale.
Yeah, I'm surprised
sure
they're showing it in order. Yeah. They actually showed the first episode first.
Let's see what the next episode is. Well, we're done with the Orville. Wait, what? Tune in next week. What? Fuckers. Oh, let's do Firefly. You don't need to put that in order. Fuck you, Fox.
Let's make a serial and not put the episodes in order.
No. Let's see here. Some listener feedback. Blake, you want to take it away? Or, you know what? Time out before we do. You were talking off air. What anniversary is today?
Yes, 40th anniversary of the release of the Atari 2600.
I got it still. It's awesome.
Yay.
It is joystick with one button.
Yeah, take that, millennials.
That's right.
Or
you get the paddle with the circle wheel and one button.
Fuck that circle wheel. Oh my god, that almost sounded like Circle Jerk. So fuck that paddle. That was awful. I hated that thing.
Oh, the best games were the paddle games.
How else are you going to play Pong?
Turned at one and you went straight across the screen.
Only if you were too stupid to play it
Well, have
properly.
you met me?
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
You're only supposed to turn it a hair to move
I don't like
a hair.
it. I don't do anything half-assed.
I mean, Kaboom! Come on, you needed the paddle. for
Kaboom was fun. Kaboom. Keystone Capers is a game I liked. That was without the paddle, but I really like Keystone. You had the shopping carts. So, anyways, yeah, Atari. I'm wondering what their new system's going to be. I'm intrigued by it.
The Atari 26 million.
No, I'm wondering.
Or if we go by pixel
The Atari
Quantitative.
40th anniversary.
pixel quantitations.
Oh, I got something I got to throw out though.
Throw it out.
I'm gonna say this past week, I recorded a podcast with the blokes at 40 going on 14.
Oh, you did that.
I did do that.
Did they ask about me in Gen Con? Like, where was Blake at Gen Con?
They asked if we were there, and I said Blake was there, and he ignored you guys. Oh, wait.
There's crickets. They're like, Blake? Who's that? He was on your show before?
Oh no, they remembered him. They
They have it on the wall. Do not ask this guy back.
No invitation.
You're the culture babble to them.
But anyway, we discussed Wonder Woman.
Yes.
So go. Yeah,
That was your topic?
That was our topic.
Okay.
Wonder Woman. We compared and contrasted the Linda Carter television show with the Gal Gadot movie. It was fun,
Gadot.
enjoyable. Well, if you want to pronounce it wrong, you can call it Gadot.
Sure.
But
Yeah, check out 40 going on 14. Those guys are awesome. They're just as awesome as our 365 Flicks podcast buddies. They'll be in next week from
Woo.
the UK. Just saying the Bear have some
Yeah.
fucking Pez from
they're
the UK.
coming in all the way from the UK, and our Pittsburgh brethren can't even make the 5-hour car trip.
So next week we will...
4.5 if you drive a little bit fast.
So we're looking forward to it. I'm actually going to be on the 365 Flicks podcast tomorrow night. So I'm pretty excited about that. Jeff, are you appearing?
I will be on for some of it.
Okay.
You know, the Pittsburgh brethren, it really takes a lot from them to leave behind their West Virginia sisters. I mean, girlfriends
Allegedly. It's all relative.
in their mobile homes.
all relative.
The mobble homes really aren't as mobile as you think they are.
There are when
Especially
tornadoes
when
come
they're,
by.
mounted on, concrete bricks.
Same. Tornadoes.
Yeah. Or hurricanes.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Too tsunami.
Too soon.
Oh, boo.
Anyways, Blake, let's do some listener feedback.
Listener feedback.
Yeah.
This week, sponsored by Sergio Dip. All right, from Doug. From singing karaoke at hurricane shelters to saving Josh Gad's parents, Kristen Bell is doing fantastic things in my mind during Irma. Hashtag my up for the week.
Yeah.
That's
Kristen Bell
3 thumbs
is going,
up from me.
2 thumbs, 2 legs, and a
Said
3rd leg.
3.
Anyways, Kristen Bell has been doing awesome work. She's been going around to the
correct.
hurricane shelters and just cheering up the kids with her Elsa or Anna, I forget which one she is.
She's cheering up. people.
Stop it. Do not make this dirty. Yet.
Yeah.
Anyways, but she is. She got Josh Gad's parents were trapped in Florida, so she said, "Oh, come to our house," and they came to their house and was.
It came to her hotel.
Sorry, hotel,
in
my bad.
Orlando, because she was filming there, and they were
Yes.
put up, and they were not able to
Go.
evacuate or whatnot. So she invited people to stay in there.
But good for
Orlando
her.
hotel
That
with her.
I like that she's going to the shelters. I like that she's doing that. I mean, no one asked her to do it, and it's awesome.
I did ask her to do it.
Yeah, and she
I said, Kristen, Josh needs some help. Can you reach out a little here?
And
I
she
did.
said,
I'm taking all the credit for it.
You should, Jeff. You should. Well done, Jeff. Well done. So yeah, good job, Doug. I like that. That's a positive story this week.
That's right.
says we can't be positive?
I'm still upset that Jason C. Brown hasn't got me the job as being her fluffer for sex scenes yet. But maybe I should aim the bar a little lower for Jason C. Brown.
Don Cheadle.
Maybe I can just be. Well, hey, if it takes me being Cheadle's fluffer to get to her, I may consider doing that.
He does have a war machine.
And maybe I should just start out as administrative assistant,
Uh-huh.
Kristen Bell.
Yeah.
And maybe I could work my angle that way.
I've seen the movie Secretary. You gotta be careful. What else we got here, Blake? Whatever her name is.
I say she's doing a hell of a lot better than that goddamn Virgin Records guy. What's his name? Richard Branson.
Yeah.
It was like, look at my island. Look at my island. Look what the hurricane did to my island. Look at the force of the hurricane. I'm like, fuck you, millionaire who owns a fucking island in the Caribbean who got destroyed by the hurricane. You could probably buy 10 more islands just like it or rebuild it from the bottom up. Meanwhile, angels like Kristen Bell is singing beautiful Let It Snow songs.
You know what? Here's another one.
Yeah. Look at my island. Let's go look at Barbuda, which is 90% gone now.
Yes.
How about if you, whatever it takes to fix your island, you put that much into whatever it takes to fix Barbuda?
Let's do another down for the
I'm
fucking.
going to put my space program back 6 months while I repair my
Did you
island.
become Scottish?
I don't know. I can't handle what it sounds like.
Was that Scottish? I thought
I said I'm doing a Jason impersonation.
I thought you were doing Elon Musk, getting him confused or
I
something.
am so
but-
confused by that. Let's do another fucking down. How about
ahead.
Kevin Nash, aka Diesel? Toot, toot. Fuck him. He was bitching on Twitter. Ape Hands Doug brought this up to my attention.
Yeah.
He was bitching because he doesn't.
Who is this guy?
He's a wrestler.
I shoulda known.
No, time out. A
Right,
popular
go ahead.
wrestler back in the 90s.
Oh.
And
You might have watched him wrestle.
anyways,
You don't remember Diesel?
No.
Do you remember the NWO?
No.
Okay, never
For
mind then.
life. Anyways, he was
I
bitching
quit
because
wrestling before the NWO.
his
Before Hollywood Hogan.
Okay.
he was bitching because his house doesn't have electricity in Florida for 3 days. We pay the most expensive property tax and whatever taxes in the country, and we can't have fucking electricity up.
Yeah,
It's
but
like-
you also pay no income tax in Florida, so shut the fuck up.
And here's another idea. Why don't you go check out Puerto Rico? I know a person in Puerto Rico. They may not have power for 6 months. Shut the fuck up, Kevin Nash.
I can't get my espresso. There's no Starbucks that are open.
Fuck you.
Are we going for another down then?
Yeah,
while we're
let's
on
do
this
it.
one?
Yeah,
Another one.
We're on the Tangerbound Network for a reason.
Kirk fucking Cameron.
Oh God, what did Cameron do?
He said the hurricanes are God's punishment
For
for us just being sinners.
I thought it was punishment for Trump and Mar-a-Lago.
You
No.
know,
No,
He didn't. I don't think he got specifics. He just said,
no, that's what I'm
because
saying.
we're
That's what
just-
the left's saying.
how
Oh.
great would it be that God
then how,
brings
you know-
everyone to heaven and Kirk Cameron's the only one left, and Joel Osteen. Those two fuckers go try to populate now, you asshole.
It's like whatever.
Fuck them.
Can we talk climate change now? I thought we always were.
Fuck you, Kirk Cameron.
Hurricanes
Yeah. How
part
about
of
Tracy
the
Gold? Can we say fuck you, Tracy Gold? I don't know what she
Just
did, but-
because she once worked with Kirk Cameron.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio did too.
Yeah, but I like him.
Oh, okay.
And he's done something recent.
Hey, we haven't heard anything about Cuba.
No.
No, I really haven't heard anything about Cuba. now
Well,
that you
it did
mention
just hit the tail end of it, so.
No, Cuba got
It pretty
through.
much-
I was like, you don't hear
Pretty much
anything about
brushed right up
what's
against
going
its
on
north
there.
shore, didn't it?
Yeah. Any third world countries, like the entire island's wiped out. Yes, because you have third world country building laws.
Well, even those that had good I mean, some areas got hit bad and the buildings were destroyed.
And the fact that it was a Cat 5 hurricane.
Yeah.
Everything bad happens is either Trump's fault or God's fault. Punishing. I mean, you can't have both punishing from the left and the
so,
right.
so we're not blaming Obama anymore. That was much more fun.
No, thanks, Obama.
Name of the episode. I don't want to be on any watch list. I don't think that's going to be it.
No, the watch lists are when we insult the
Supreme Overlord.
Supreme Overlord.
Oh, that's true.
So
Or Scientologists,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Okay, keep going. What else we got?
alleged Scientologists.
So, anyways, Doug, yeah, thanks. That's all our Kristen Bell talk for today. Next one's from Dev.
Oh, Dev.
And Dev has kind of a serious question. He says, is it normal to get sexual arousal by the smell of new comics? Asking for a friend.
Well, I don't know about new comics, but I got a lot of old comics that were sent to us this week to Hobie from Des Hassing, the most educated man listener.
Oh, I was wondering what happened to Dez.
He sent us a lot of Archie comic books to me. The good news is I got this package at my house and I didn't have to worry about opening up to nude things because it wasn't Heno, even though I do appreciate the nude Heno. Not nude Heno. Wait, no.
Dude,
Wait a
I
minute.
appreciate a nude Heno. I'm
good
just
for him.
saying.
We appreciate Nude
So
Hedo.
Des Hassing, we love him.
And
He sent
t-shirts
us
with breasts.
A lot of Archie comics. So yeah, and
Are you reading them?
Not yet. I just got them. He did say for this or more for Jeff Darkhawk, the comic book Darkhawk.
I think I already own it.
I don't know if I. Have
Oh
that
wait,
one.
that's still in the bag?
That is still in the bag.
A Darkhawk #1 never opened.
Never opened. Number 2
Number 2
from 1993.
They bagged number 2.
They're they bagged Darkhawk. let's be real here. 4 great Darkhawk stories. They're like miniature tales.
Oh, that's an annual.
Oh, is it
Annual number
Oh yeah,
2.
64-page annual. Sorry, featuring the pulse-pounding premiere of a brand new Marvel superstar, Darkhawk. I don't know. Anyways, we also have. I have this one, Guardians of the Galaxy, number 25. Ooh, I like that one.
With what's his name on the cover?
And a big old Spider-Man loves Mary Jane.
Yeah, he does.
That's not webbing on the cover, is it?
That's a double entendre
It's
title.
everywhere. He also gave us 2 novels.
And my laugh was double entendre as well.
Superheroes present Superman from the 80s and Superman, the Mighty Superhero in the Galaxy. They're novels. They're kid novels. Funny thing is, or I'm sorry, not novels. They have comic books. Funny thing is,
Wasn't that whole pack?
They're,
kid
they're
novels?
digest-sized comics.
I had both of these books growing up.
And you hated Superman
Yes.
after having them?
Well, my parents got them for me, so I had to do it. But thank you, Dev. He said...
The Dev
Dev or Dez?
Desmond.
Dez from the left coast.
The other show, he says, one of the books shows the real reason you watch Riverdale. Hey, Riverdale. So, I also included some of the worst 1990s Marvel comic books I could find. It should make good canon fodder for the podcast. Yes, it is. So we do appreciate Darkhawk.
If you want, we can just start reading the Darkhawk, or are we keeping that in
I'm
the
keeping
back
that in the
plastic?
bag.
It might be worth something someday.
I'm going to guess it's probably worth
Your kid's
something.
college tuition right there.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Archie, the Riverdale Palladium. What
Palladium.
Palladium.
I can't even read it.
Oh, that's awesome, Des. Thanks for sending that to Jason. We know you got plenty of free time now that you're reading Hollywood scripts after your thesis.
So did that answer Dev's question?
But yes, Dev. You know, at some point in time when you grow up, your body begins to change. You'll feel tingling sensations, and it's completely normal.
But his hands haven't changed. Everything else except his hands have changed.
So,
Good times. Anyways, what
But
else?
so anyway, the smell of fresh comics is a good smell.
It is a great smell, I will say. Even old comics kind of still have that old smell.
No, if you bagged them properly.
Yeah. Or the musty smell.
Oh, yeah. Or when they're moldy because
Musty, moldy,
they were in the
mildewy smell.
basement when it flooded 3 or 4 times.
What else we got?
next we got from Infatuated or Drunken Geek. He says, regarding the new fall show, Wisdom of the Crowd. Who watches this trash, Jason? That's him.
I actually was
not
going to
me.
watch it in the new fall season. It's Jeremy Piven. It's very similar to...
Oh, that's right.
He did an algorithm on how to like. Oh no, he makes a social media app, and basically
To
he's
help fight crime on
Yes.
social media.
So if somebody did
Really?
something like somebody murdered somebody and his picture's out there, you have this social media app and people start looking for him and all that stuff for that person. And in the previews they show that, I'm like, this can only go horribly wrong to somebody that they think is the suspect and isn't the suspect. They're going to beat the shit out of this guy.
That happens every day.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
So
But now they're arming
that was a
people
TV
with
show about it, yeah.
they're arming people with false
Information?
or
Well, that happens
could be
now.
but on a wider scale.
Oh, my gosh.
Because everyone who has a cell phone now is out trying to beat somebody up because they think they're a criminal.
You know, we're turning into a modern day. What's that horror movie? They keep making
The
remakes.
Purge.
Yeah, the Purge. It's turning into like a modern Purge, or what's the one? The lottery, where you win the lottery and everybody tries to kill you. What
They stone you to
Schwarzenegger
death?
movie was that?
what Schwarzenegger movie was that?
Was it a
one?
Schwarzenegger movie?
I have no
There's
idea.
this short story by Shirley Jackson, The Lottery, where if you pick your name out, they stone you.
No, they try to kill you.
They
Yeah,
don't
what-
try,
wasn't it
they
a movie?
do. I don't know if
Talking about the Running Man?
No, not the Running Man. Wasn't that a concept of a movie already? But I know it was a short story.
I don't know. I'm kind of zoning out because right now in the background, in the green room, we have Armageddon on, and the animal crackers are going up Liv Tyler's belly.
You know what I'm tired of, by the way?
Armageddon?
Let's go back
Ben
on that
Affleck?
tangent. I'm tired of that goddamn hippo at the zoo.
Fiona?
Fiona's in my newsfeed every damn day.
What did you attack?
Yeah, what are you following?
It's like they're
Because
trying to make up for Harambe. And it's like, Fiona took a shit today. Fiona went out and swam today. Fiona.
Did you
Fiona.
subscribe
did you
to this?
click like the zoo or something? Because I don't get
know.
these.
I don't know. Now I hate Fiona.
Do you want her to be a Harambe?
No. Just go away.
You know who would have liked the solar eclipse? Harambe.
Harambe. Yeah.
Don't go away, man. Just go away.
And speaking of Fiona, Major League Baseball draft.
Hey, there we go. Final week. We have made it.
How's that speaking of Fiona?
Hobie final
Tangent.
draft week. You pick 2 people at each position. You know, you fill out your team.
Are
We've
we
been
only
doing this-
picking 2 starting pitchers? I
Yes.
thought we were doing 5
No,
starting
we're doing
pitchers.
2.
Well, you lied to me.
Well, fuck you.
I had 5 ready to go. I had a rotation ready. Now I
Not the
got
first time they're in the chamber ready to go. Never mind. Anyways, here we go. Let's see. This week's starting pitchers, Dev, not Dez, Dev, has Randy Johnson and CC Sabathia. Hope you have a good buffet line. Eight Pans Doug had Bob Gibson and Tom Seaver. That's a pretty damn good one. I like that.
Well, yeah, when you're old.
Yeah.
I mean, most people listening to this had no chance of seeing either of those 2.
Besotted Geek had Pedro Martinez and Doug Drabeck. I am going with Nolan Ryan, and I am going with Randy Johnson.
All right.
Who's yours?
Well, number 1 is obviously Greg Maddux because he's the best pitcher to pitch in the last 50 years. And then I've got 4 others that I
Pick
now...
number 3.
Pick number 3?
Yes.
Number 3 I had listed was Pedro Martinez.
There you go. There's your pick.
But I'm taking Randy Johnson instead.
Okay. He blew up a bird.
He did. He made a bird explode. And I'm a Mariner fan, so I'm going to pick a Mariner.
No, nobody really picked Nolan Ryan. He beat up Robin Ventura.
He was number 4 on my list.
Okay.
He's a red ass.
So thank you, everybody. Send in your picks if you haven't yet. We had relief pitchers last week, starting pitchers. I will throw the spreadsheet out, and everybody can see our picks. So there you go. What else we got? Oh, I'll do this one. Hunter McAllister. Hello. He's in the house.
That damn Italian guy again.
Oh, give me a meatball. Anyways, Jason pays his nanny enough that she can vacation in Jamaica. You're doing it wrong, Jason. I pay mine pennies and threaten deportation. Give me some tea. We do not condone Hunter McAllister's attitude.
I don't condone that
I can't help it.
accent.
I do declare that you do not get a
I don't
say in this.
condone that impersonation.
It's not impersonation, it's an original character.
Hunter must be a trumper.
I don't like that. Where's DACA?
Whatever.
Anyways.
Graphic novice.
Whoa!
Hey!
Time out.
Whoa!
This is-
Stop the press.
You know what? If we were in Miami, CSI Miami, what would we do? Because Graphic Novice finally came back. Take her glasses off. Dun, dun.
And we just
Now
woke
I'm
up
deaf.
the household.
That's right.
It's all right. It's a school night.
Oh, how's Graphic Novice doing, Blake? What's he say?
He says, don't judge The Dark Tower based on the crappy movie. Read The Gunslinger. It's good. ... In short. The Gunslinger's worth a read, and the prequel comics are what got me back into comics pre-podcasting. Also, it's not saying much. You know, I'm going to put an interjection here. Our review of The Gunslinger also got Graphic Novice back into listener feedback.
Yes.
There you go. Also, it's not saying much, but Burger's Hayden Christensen might be the best impression yet.
His best impression yet.
Oh,
Not
it is.
the best. His best. There's a big difference.
Christian Haydenson's, you know, Hayden Christensen's Christian Haydenson.
I like Christian Hayden.
I don't like sand. It gets everywhere. It gets on your hands. Gets in your fingernails. Gets in your anus.
No, I'm evil.
I don't like it.
Die, younglings, die!
Oh, wait. Well, that is too much emotion.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's what you should say. Well, thank you, Mr. Graphic Novice.
Yes.
It's glad to know he's still alive.
I am happy that he's alive. Good for him.
Yes, me too.
I think he's busy fighting the Canadian government. That's what's keeping him busy.
What is it about our fans and our listeners that all become political? Jeez, oh, down the hall, people.
That's what's happening. It's a horrible.
Well, they're
horrible,
stealing his
horrible
land.
alleyway.
I think he's allowed to fight them.
They took our jobs.
They took my land.
Anyways, what else we got?
That's what happens when you vote for Trudeau. All right. So, anyways, Nikki. Actually, I have no clue about Canuck politics.
But hey, thanks Trudeau.
Yeah, but you just blame Trudeau. Yeah, there you go. And I'm talking about the Doonesbury guy. I don't even know how he fits into Canadian politics.
Isn't Trudeau
But apparently he does.
Who's the French guy that married his teacher?
Oh no, Hollande was the old one.
That's Frenchie.
Macron.
Macron.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Macaroon.
that's macaroon.
Frenchie
macaroon
McFrench.
with his wife Eclair.
Boo.
Apparently, you can be French premier and have a menage a trois at the same time.
Well, yeah, it's a French word.
it's
I mean,
French,
it
exactly.
makes sense.
Creme de la crepes. Hey, speaking of French, Nikki
I think she's
from New Zealand.
That's close to France, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an island in the Mediterranean. That's his most anticipated TV show of the year. I don't know. Is she making a statement or is that a question? New or returning? I don't know. I haven't seen New or returning. What's it about?
I think the intern left a question mark out. What's your most exciting?
Yeah,
most-
punctuation.
My most anticipated new or returning TV show of the year. Right now, I'm thinking Stranger Things.
Okay, that's a good one. New, I was looking forward to the Orville. I really was looking forward to that. The new shows weren't really that great this year.
I'm waiting for the.
Nothing
I'm waiting for
stood out
the.
to me.
I'm waiting for the spin-off, the Wilbur.
Ah,
I don't get it.
we're going to be making bacon. Anyways,
Is that the Orville Redenbacher?
that's Bill Cosby. I thought it was Bill Cosby I was doing.
Oh.
Put the bacon in the pudding pot. You put the real hypno in the pudding pot. Yeah. Go to sleep, bitch.
I don't understand this text you sent me.
I want to put a bacon. That's from Nick Albright. We'll get to that in a second.
Did you need to? Oh. Anyway,
He's forwarding it to you. So,
I'm sitting there going, "Why is Jason asking me this?"
Keep going.
so now it makes more sense.
Oh yeah, now it makes more sense. I'm like, why is Jason sending me this, and why is during the podcast, and is he trying to be like?
Anyway, worried about this
Trying to be
question.
concerned.
The other one I'm looking forward to is Westworld. So, did you see in the Westworld
is that
preview-
coming out?
Westeros, mean Westeros world?
January,
Yeah.
January, February? They said.
Oh, okay.
Did you see in Westworld that Westeros is in one of the trailers? Is it in the trailer in the background?
No.
Yeah. So there's somebody that said maybe Westeros is Game of Thrones. Maybe Game of Thrones is in Westworld because they said the gods in it. I read an article about how the gods are actually the admins. And that's how Jon Snow came back to life. They brought him back and all that. And I was like, that's not happening.
No, it's not. Interesting concept.
I think
though.
HBO just
But
did
which
just
one's the drowned god?
I don't know what that is.
I know you don't. That's what I'm
Yul
asking.
Brenner? Yul Brenner?
Okay.
Who's Harlor?
Yul Brenner.
Exactly.
So Yul Brenner's all the gods?
Jack Palance.
Thanks.
Isn't that right?
Sure.
So,
What else we got?
listener reviews for the Orville.
There we go.
Didn't we do this already?
No, we didn't do the reviews from the fans.
Oh, we had the votes.
Yes.
All right, from Doug. I thought it was meh. Not as funny as I thought it would be. Luckily, Tomorrowland is on Sci-Fi. Fuck that shit.
Well, see, what he wanted to do was make the Orville look better in comparison. So he watched the Orville, wasn't liking it, watched Tomorrowland, and the Orville looked so much
Well,
better.
the movie's
Okay,
2 hours long. How long are you in Tomorrowland? 3 minutes. That's good.
Next one from Pittsburgh Nerd. He says the pilot was bad. Really? The pilot couldn't fly the ship? I mean,
he was
that
pretty bad.
The episode.
Oh, sorry. But I'll give it a few episodes to see if it gets better. It's worth watching. It's uneven, so I'm hoping it gets better. He repeated himself twice.
Yeah, that's what he
That's because
really,
he's
really
from
hopes.
West Virginia Burg.
That's right. What else we got?
From Captain Admiral Thomas Kirk.
Captain!
Captain?
Hold on. Let me get my Orville impersonation ready. It was what I expected. Dumb comedy in space, but it has some good actors. A nice ship, a bit of action, and a hot first officer. Watchable. Oh, he probably says that because what? Captain Admiral Thomas Kirk probably likes the fact that the captain's probably like getting it on with his first mate.
No.
It's his ex-wife.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I think that should be.
See, that's the running joke. that-
So much for nepotism, man. Chain of command.
I think that should be on every commercial for Fox. Watchable.
Watchable. All right, but anyways, Captain Thomas Kirk says, yes, it needs balance. still better than a rerun.
That is true. That is true.
I'm not 100% sure. It was
I thought he
better
was
than
talking
a
about
rerun.
rerun from What's Happening.
Hi. Oh, wait, that was Dwayne.
He says still better than rerun, not a rerun. It's all about
Anyways.
grammar.
It's all about Twitter only giving 140 characters.
If you were on Twitter. And now, what do we got next? Oh, I got some music.
You got some music.
You know what time it is, Blake?
What the? This is supposed to be sexy time music?
How's sexy time music?
Thanks for
Jason?
picking that one, Jason.
Jason.
Now you just killed my buzz from sniffing the new comics.
I'll get you some here. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
I need something, Jason. Get me in the mood.
Okay.
Get
hold
me
on.
in the mood, Jason. Jason, get
Hold
me
on.
in the
I'm
mood.
trying. Why aren't you?
Jason,
I
get
can't
me in the mood.
Please never have.
Jason.
Again? Okay, ready?
Get me some Nick Albright music. Get me in the mood. I'm getting there.
It sounds like me
closer.
after running down to first base.
Oh, no, you
Alright.
say running.
I can beat you.
Yeah, Nick Albright
Well, I failed on music this week.
said, would you?
You want me to find music?
No, we're good.
Yeah,
Keep it-
please. Yeah, what? No, keep it going. Let's kill this segment with our bad taste in music. I tried the heavy breathing. It didn't work, Nick.
Oh, here we go. I got one.
Jeff,
Electric
no,
sax.
you're done. You're fired from the music. Jeff, I want Jeff to give me his setting. No,
Turn yours off, Jason.
turn it off. Off. Turn it off.
Welcome to Cinemax.
If our listeners haven't turned us off yet, as we wait,
They're going to
for
be turned on by this.
Jeff to find some sexy music, sexy time music.
Sex music.
This, turn yours off. Turn it off. Thank you. Now you need to point the speaker towards the microphone.
speaker's right here.
Jeff. Okay. Turn it up a little bit more.
Oh, now I'm in the mood.
Yeah.
Only took 4 turns. That's
I
what
was
she
a
said.
little agitated at first, but I'm getting into the groove now.
I'm even dancing.
Yeah.
You know what time it's for.
All right, now it's time for some Nick Albright.
Oh, sexy Nick.
Ooh, he says at Bad Ideas Podcast Jeffers.
Oh, Jeff.
Ooh, that must be his pet name in the bedroom. He said, would you rather
Yeah, Dan rather.
the Reds win the World Series every year, but you can only masturbate, have sex on the day that they win the World Series? Or would you rather they never win again in your lifetime, but you can masturbate, have sex at
At will. Does that mean I have to? It's like it is now, or will there be willing participants lined up?
We can't help you with that.
Well, then hell, I might as well take the Reds winning.
Why interrupt a good thing?
But only one time a year then. That's a rough one.
Well, you know,
Okay, it's going to be so much more than I'm getting now.
some married couples are like, yeah, and your point is?
No, I'm talking to the
sorry.
Yeah, the solo act too. He can't do that. He only can do one. You know, that's a tough one. Woo. I don't know, Jeff.
Man.
All your porn companies that you belong to, they're going to be calling you. What's wrong, Jeff? Why aren't you doing this?
Yeah,
anymore?"
but just think how glorious that one time a year will be.
God, I would hate to be your cleaning lady that day.
You hate to be my cleaning lady now.
I don't want to go over the black light after that incident.
Leave the socks on the floor.
These socks have become statues. Dear God in heaven.
These socks aren't flimsy. All right, from the Pop Culture Cafe. Who gets to follow up the Nick Albright question?
Sorry about your luck.
He says, they say, do you think the failure of summer box office will movies companies... Wait.
Will movie companies...
Do you think the failure of summer box office will movie companies go back... Damn it, why doesn't anybody do any grammar punctuation right?
Do you think the failure of the summer box office will make movie companies go back to saving the big pictures for them again?
For then again?
For then again.
We're going to get to this one next week. We're going to get to this one next week. The intern is...
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Failure
Yes.
of the box office, comma. Will movie companies go back to saving the big pictures for then again? This must be them.
Them again.
Hold on a second.
Saving it for then.
I really think that everybody sent this to us properly, the correct grammar spelling. I just think it's the fucking intern that's an idiot who puts this show outline together.
Well, we fired her. She's gone.
Okay,
So,
there you go.
we'll get to that
we go
question
through
next
like
week.
one every week.
Well, you know.
I think they're asking if they're going to save the big pictures for summer.
I guess. I don't know. Fucking ask the intern what they meant. God.
Well, I'm going to answer the question how I think it's meant.
All right,
I'm
go
going
ahead.
to say that would be terrible because you get great things like, well, as we were going to talk about later, It opening up in September.
Yep.
With huge. You had February had Deadpool opening up.
Yep.
With huge numbers.
You got Star Wars in December. You got Justice League
Well,
in November.
you know,
They are moving Star Wars, though, I think, back to the summers after this one, though.
I will say when we get to box office bombs, here's a teaser. We're going to look at the dollar amounts, and we're going to point out how easy it was for It to shatter those records.
Yes.
All right. We'll do that.
All right. God, teaser. We did something professional. Yeah. All right, Professor Number One and Doctor Number One. Will you order the Remy LaCroix sex toy? I thought she has several, but
got a new one out.
I already own a hula hoop. What's out there? A sex bot?
Maybe.
Well, you know what?
Is there a
I'm pretty
specific sex
sure
toy he
I'm
was
not
asking?
allowed to have a Remy LaCroix sex bot, but if I were allowed to have a sex bot, I guess it would be Remy.
It is
Not Kristen Bell?
I don't think my wife would let me. No, Kristen Bell's a real person.
a Remy
So you don't-
LaCroix.
Oh, you just called Remy a not real person.
A main squeeze. It's a variable pressure ultra skin stroker.
Why'd you say vagina or orifice?
Well, that's what it says. A main squeeze variable pressure ultra skin stroker. So yes, it's modeled after her.
What's the
You know, sometimes
So it's a hula hoop.
sometimes a hula hoop or your hand's just as good.
what's the
You
price
know,
tag
it's
on this
cheaper.
one?
I'm not going to click on it because this is the family computer, and so we're not going to click on that. I don't know.
Oh God, you're gonna make me look this up here.
Yes. So,
You know, I actually saw a headline this past week. It was
Headline?
Well, headline. No, sex bots kill us one day.
Because they said they're worried about people hacking in and killing us.
And kill it. Or just think about Westworld. That's all you
Yes.
gotta do is just watch Westworld. That's it.
It's really coming to us sooner, isn't it? Westworld.
Yeah. It's scary.
Okay, there's your listener feedback.
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
Jeff, do you have some news on that one?
Oh yes,
The main squeeze from Remy LaCroix.
the Remy LaCroix main squeeze. Amazon is selling the main squeeze Remy LaCroix Ultra Skin Stroker. Say that 5 times fast. For $59.94 with free shipping.
But you don't get STDs with it, so that's a positive.
Does it come with your own KY?
It does not say so.
Does Amazon offer 2-hour shipping? For those days that you really need it. Come on, Amazon, I need it! Oh, could you pick up a box of wine, too? And
Oh,
condoms.
customers who also reviewed the Jessie Andrews version. I don't know who she is, but she's only $34.44.
I thought you were going to say Jesse James' autobiography.
The Faye Reagan one is $33.69.
Who's Faye Reagan?
She's
I don't know.
redhead. Why am I answering this question? I think it reveals too much about my knowledge.
No, Blake, go on. We're kind of curious.
Yeah, she's
a
ginger.
redhead?
She's a ginger. Yeah,
Okay.
whatever. Go ahead.
So she has sex
She's
with
not a
you,
Republican.
and then down the hall, and then she steals your soul.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
She's Andy Dalton as a female.
Looks better.
She can complete a pass.
Complete a lot of passes.
A-Pan's Doug. He's rocking it this week. You know what? For this week, you're back to number one fan Doug. Per Mashable, per Doug, turns out Twitter can be used for the power of good. That's the case with Haley Dawson, a 7-year-old with a penchant. Thank you for tossing fastballs. She was born with a disease called Poland syndrome and is missing 3 fingers on her right hand. But thanks to a specially designed 3D printed hand controlled by a fishing line, she's never let that get in the way of her love for baseball. So she has a hand. She has the 3D printer printed out this, prosthetic basically.
Yeah, that's what I'd call it.
Yep.
Cool.
After teaching herself how to hold and throw a baseball, she wants to use her 3D printed hand to throw the first pitch at every single stadium in the National Baseball League, Major League Baseball.
Yeah, I was about to say, hold on a second. The National Baseball League?
That's what it says.
Is that a minor?
Well, it started off.
There's minor? You're
Yes.
talking about Major League Baseball.
No, it started off like a minor thing. Then it kind of got wind, and now everybody is basically.
So the entire baseball system is called the National Baseball League?
That's what it says. It's
Well,
from,
the National League is
No, that's just called the National League.
of American Baseball.
NL.
Stop ruining the story.
Why is Doug? Is this Doug or is this the intern's
This
fault
is
again?
Mashable. This is per Mashable.
Mashable. This is what happens. We don't have real journalists writing stories. Anyways, go ahead.
So Major League Baseball has
The
learned
National
about
Baseball
this,
League.
and she started with Baltimore, and the Nationals, and now every city or every team is asking her to come throw out the first pitch. It started on Twitter and just kept getting better and better. Bleacher Report did a video on it telling her story on Twitter, and it just kind of blown
Yeah.
up. So now every team wants her to throw out the first pitch, and that's what she's doing. So good for them. Good for
Yay.
social media.
According to Google, when you put in National Baseball League, it gives you MLB or the National League.
There you go. So suck on that, Mashable says.
Don't get me started on Google.
Oh, please get started on Google. I want to hear you complain about how Google has ruined your life.
It's just a search engine, Blake. Let
No,
it
it's
go.
not.
Why don't you go back to Ask Jeeves? That's the worst one.
Whatever happened to Ask Jeeves?
I don't know. You should ask him.
All right.
Poor Ask Jeeves. Remember the .com era in the early 2000s? What was that? The pet store one with the sock puppet one?
Pets.com?
Yeah, pets.com. They put them out to pasture.
Oh.
Anyway, deadline.
You might as well ask Bing.
You know what Bing is good for?
Asking what Google.
Asking it to hook you to Google.
Go to Google. That's
And
right.
nice pictures in the background.
They do put nice pictures, you're right.
Yeah, right.
But anytime Bing comes up on the computers, because obviously that's one loaded
I make a
in.
search for Google on purpose.
Yeah, then I type in Google
Yeah.
and then click to Google.
I'm nice.
That's what I use Bing for.
It's good to know somebody else has a bad sense of humor like myself.
It's kind of like it when you were looking for Community on the Yahoo channel. How do you do it? You Googled it?
I don't go to Yahoo. I went to Google.
Let's see. Deadline is reporting the cult 1980s TV show, The Greatest American Hero,
Yeah, that's right.
is being rebooted again at ABC.
Walking on. They're one of the best theme songs ever, by the way.
Blake, are you excited about this? The original show was about an unassuming white man who was given an alien supersuit that allowed him to save the world.
Without the instruction manual, that was the major problem of the series, is that he didn't know how to use the suit. And comedy, every episode trying to fly.
This version has the same basic premise, except the lead character is Mira, a 30-year-old Indian American woman from Cleveland.
Yay!
Whose talents include tequila drinking and karaoke, and not much else.
Just wait until the feminists get a hold of this.
The half-hour sitcom is being written and produced by Fresh Off the Boat's Rachel Fruchboom.
Rockna Fruchbaum.
ABC has given.
I don't know how to say the name.
I was pretty close. Better than Rochinal Fooshboom.
A boom, boom, boom.
Rockna.
ABC has given it put pilot deal, which means it will at least air the first episode. Let's see. So there you go. Blake, are you excited?
Hey, it fits into the entire reboots with gender swaps that seems to be taking Hollywood by craze.
Connects to the series finale of The Greatest American Hero because it became The Greatest American Heroine.
Yeah.
See?
And you know what? Actually, this is one of my favorite childhood TV shows. Mostly because, he's a hero, but not really. And he tries to, of course, I don't care. I like the fact that Mira, 30-year-old Indian American woman, is going to take over from Cleveland. Okay, that's fine. I got no problem with that. But I can't wait until people start criticizing the show because you're saying that her only skills are tequila drinking and not karaoke, not much else. That's sexist. I'm like, all right, whatever. Here we go again. You're making her too shallow. I'm like, that's the sitcom.
Yeah, people like Tila Tequila exist.
I know.
So
It's like,
I like how Blake's
you can't have a female empowered lead in a sitcom.
you can't.
I like how Blake is mocking the critics before the critics even come out.
Because I know what's going to happen.
Okay.
It's the way this world is nowadays.
Let's see here.
It might be a good show. I hope it is. I like the original. We'll see.
Originally Phil Lord and Chris Miller from the Lego Movie were designed to write this, and they couldn't get it together. They couldn't figure it out.
Well, they
They
get fired
couldn't
for
get it
something
together?
else.
I mean,
Legos together. Ah!
Tried glue.
So you're saying they got released from another
Yes.
project?
Yes.
They couldn't find the Craggle.
Speaking of Star Wars today hired J.J. Abrams
Yes.
for Episode 9 to write and direct it.
And it'll be called Return of the Jedi.
And it would be called Star
It will
Wars.
be called Return of the Jedi 2.
Sorry, Solar Flare or whatever. it is.
Returner of the Jedi.
Returner of the
Revenge
Jedi.
of the Jedi.
No.
Original title. Let's see. Yeah, so J.J. Abrams, I'm fine with that. Whatever. Good for them.
Sure.
Anyways.
It's no, what's his name?
What?
What's his name?
Okay.
Now
Marvel,
with this next story,
Star Wars.
I'm going to have to revise my top 5 list
Ooh.
from
say
last
goodbye
week.
to Star Wars movies and the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Say
movies
goodbye.
on Netflix.
Say goodbye.
Oh, I'm like, say goodbye to him. What?
Disney is
Yeah.
officially moving these films to the new streaming service.
Assholes.
Disney CEO Bob Iger confirmed the news at Entertainment Conference in Beverly Hills. There you go. I'm in Beverly Hills. Disney announced back in August it was creating its own streaming service. It was apparent that the more traditional Disney flicks, including Pixar and their animated films, would be moving and leaving Netflix. What remained unclear at the time was whether Star Wars and Marvel was. They are now. So, Netflix tried to negotiate with Disney, and they were unsuccessful.
Because Disney is evil.
The rumor is that 2019 is when they're going to be leaving, because that's when Netflix deal is done with most of these.
I'm going to take all their toys and go away.
Iger also stated that it would debut sometime in late 2019.
And they'll charge you $100 per month for the Disney.
The service will
Channel.
likely produce 4 or 5 original feature films in addition to several original TV series and TV movies.
Did
The
they
funny
say
thing
what
is-
they're thinking, what the price per monthly subscription
I've heard anywhere
would be?
from 10 to 15.
Bullshit. They're going to milk you for every single penny you got. Ask
Well,
Doug.
from what I heard, I was reading somewhere that they said they pretty much need 32 million subscribers
Yes.
to break even.
Yes.
And they're
That's a
saying,
whole lot of fucking
That's a whole lot. They're
subscribers.
saying Netflix is about 50 million right now,
Mm-hmm.
50 million households or whatever. So they need to get.
And they're still in the
400
red.
million in the red.
They
Netflix
need,
is struggling.
Here's what's pissing me off. Other than
well,
the
if they're
fact,
struggling, then they
Not
won't
struggling.
be around
I
in
would-
2 years.
not struggling, but-
I would now have to put Disney into evil corporations and movies. Because eventually it's gonna happen. So I'm gonna have to revise my top 5 list from last week. Put
revise
Disney
mine
in
while
there.
you're doing it too.
and yours.
Put Disney at number 1.
That's right. So now here comes my other big pain in the ass thing with these subscription services that are going to break out in the special. They're all going to hoard their own shit. They're not going to share it anywhere. And in order to cut the cable, cut the satellite, everything else, you're like, well, I'm going to save myself money. No. Now on the internet, you're going to have to pay your internet fee, and you're going to have to subscribe to 5, 6, 7 different fucking
Oh, yeah.
internet
That's
fucking
how
channels
that's how
in
I was
order to get your
expecting it
shit
to
back,
go.
and you're back to paying the regular goddamn whatever you were
Not
paying
necessarily, it's
originally
your
for
choice.
cable and DirecTV.
Don't do it.
You elect which ones you want. If you don't want to, have HBO, you don't get HBO. If you don't want to have
Yeah, but
Disney,
I don't like the
get Disney.
exclusivity shit that's starting to happen.
It is going to be interesting.
You,
'cause
you know
know?
what it is? I'm not advocating this, but you get together with about 5 other friends and all share passwords. Everybody pays for 1 or 2, and you all use it.
And
I
then
got
you're going to
the
have to
Spice
go
channel.
to create your own VPNs because they're going to start monitoring your IPC address and all that kind of shit.
Who's got the Playboy channel? Anyone? No?
No.
Oh, we're not sharing that one? Aw. I'm upset by that.
Who pays for Playboy these days?
It went back to nudity.
It's all on Tumblr anyway.
I don't know what Tumblr is. Finally, quickies. Nick Blood will reprise his role as former S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. Agent Lance Hunter. Still should go with his real name. Nick Blood.
Nick Blood is a better character name than Lance Hunter.
EW Entertainment Weekly has learned exclusively. Blood made his debut in Season 2 as the mercenary turned S.H.I.E.L.D. agent who was formerly married to Bobby Morse, a.k.a. Mockingbird. The duo was disavowed by S.H.I.E.L.D. in Season 3, as Palicki and Blood were set to star in the spin-off Most Wanted, which should have been made,
Yeah, they should have made it.
that ABC ultimately passed on.
And now Palicki's on the Orville.
Yes.
So
End of the year should be back.
That's why I'm kind of hoping the Orville fails so she can go back to...
Like S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to be around in another year.
yeah. Well, it's probably going to outlive the Inhumans,
Oh.
which I'm still looking forward to.
You're the one.
I am the one.
Okay.
Like I said, if I knew last week it was at the theaters last weekend, I would have went. I even went to the theater. I didn't know it was there.
It was there.
It was there.
There is your news of the geek.
Hey, do you like movies?
Hey, do you like podcasts?
If you do, then come on down and listen to the Home Video Hustle podcast, homie.
Hustle, hustle.
Every Friday, we talk about whatever movie PJ picks out the bag. What does that mean? Well, every Wednesday on our YouTube page, I pick a bunch of movies at random. Sometimes there's a theme to it, sometimes not. PJ picks the movie out, and guess what? We watch it on Friday. We talk about it for about maybe an hour, hour and a half, whatever we feel like doing. Might give you something good to watch, baby. Come on down every Friday.
So come get your hustle on with Home Video Hustle.
You can find the show on any podcatcher app, or you can come down to homevideohustle.podbean.com. All of them in one place for you, so you can go ahead and binge it like it's Netflix. We ain't the Defenders, but I like to think we a little bit better than that. Come holler at your boys, man. Come chill with us. Peace.
Peace.
Hobie listeners, we are about a week away, depending on when you listen to this podcast episode, from the Cincinnati Comic Expo at the Duke Convention Center down in Cincinnati, Ohio. Downtown Cincinnati, that is. So come on down September 22nd through the 24th. Hobie will be there. 365 Flicks podcast will be there. And then a whole lot of famous people at this expo. You do not want to miss out on this. We got Game of Thrones actors and actresses. We got Harry Potter actors and actresses. We got even Jason Isaacs from the new Star Trek show. So go on the interwebs to CincinnatiComicExpo.com and get your ticket. September 22nd through the 24th, again at the Duke Energy Convention Center in Cincinnati, Ohio.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
All right, in the middle of a almost month-long bombing box office, we have a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yay!
It now has the largest September opening in cinematic history, the largest fall opening ever, the largest opening weekend for an R-rated horror movie. It also has the largest opening weekend for a horror movie film with any MPAA rating. Due to the staggering opening for the feature, it accounted for more than 75% of the combined box office gross of the top 12 films for the weekend.
Yeah, how much of this is added by timing? Everything is perfect timing because it's a popular background build-up, a history of people that love Stephen King in the books and horror in general. And your 2 through 5s here have been stale,
Yeah.
rotten, sitting there for weeks.
It's like a
and
mushy
a
pear.
movie like this comes out, and you're like, hey, let's go to a movie. Let's go see this because everything else sucks. So, so pay attention to the dollar amounts.
When you do like $108 million more than the next film, I mean that's enough on its own.
Exactly.
But it even got $9 million more than that because it
Yeah.
opened with the 117. If my math is correct, I think that's right.
Well, that's what the intern said.
Yeah, it opened with the 117 on its $35 million budget.
Sequel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got this. Well, they said
they were making it as a two-parter.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they said it was based on what they were going to get with this first one.
Oh, yeah?
They did say though that The film had a lot of hype, obviously. People were really liking it. I still think it showed too much in the commercials. Not the trailers, but in the commercials. I kept changing the channel when I would see commercials. Like, I don't need to see anymore. Stop it. Stop showing me Pennywise.
Oh, well, okay. I don't think that showed too much at all.
Well, I stopped watching the commercials for it.
Yeah, but it showed you that there was a clown. That's pretty much all it showed you. He's creepy.
Let's talk about who we feel really bad for. The clowns that no longer have real clowns that came to birthday parties.
Clowns need to adjust. Now you can be scary clown and scare people.
Just say I feel
go.
bad for them.
There you go.
I don't. A lot of jobs go obsolete, and you have to find a new way of
Have to
making
adjust.
a
To be
living.
honest, the clown business probably should have been obsolete about 200 years
You
ago.
have to find sustainability.
I mean,
Sustain yourself. Move
What-
to the horror genre.
what about
Halloween's
all
coming
the
up.
what about all the people that made their job as an elevator operator? Do you feel sorry for them? Because no one needs to actually operate elevators for anybody anymore.
Oh, they're running the stairs.
Okay.
Anyways,
Anyway, number two.
117 million.
117 million for it. Number 2, Open Road, 9 million.
Holy
On
shit.
an opening weekend. That's its opening weekend. $15 million budget, so that actually could make its money back in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
but then you gotta pay for Reese Witherspoon's chin.
Oh, that's the Reese Witherspoon movie.
Yeah.
Boo. Body shamer. Boo.
No, I just don't like Reese Witherspoon.
Face shamer.
Face
Boo.
shamer.
I'll make fun of Kevin James all day long too.
But not his chin.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, all 6 of them I will.
Boo! Fat shamer, boo!
Equal opportunity. We hate everyone.
3.
All right, we offend everybody.
That's right.
Number 3, The Hitman's Bodyguard, another $5 million, a total of
Five.
$65 million on a $29 million budget.
5 million.
Man loves a woman.
Annabelle: Creation made $4 million, a total of $96 million on a $15 million budget.
At number 4 at the box
4.
office.
Wind River made $3 million, a
Three.
total of $25 million on a budget of $11 million.
$3 million.
So top 5 grossing movies. Just give us the dollar amounts again.
Total?
No.
Oh,
Each.
117, 9, 5, 4, 3.
21.
But the thing is,
What great timing.
except for Open Road, which just opened this weekend, all of them had got their
Several
budget
weeks.
back.
Exactly.
I mean, you got Hitman's Bodyguard made $65 million on a $29 million budget. So you don't have to overspend on money
Yeah.
on movies to make money on them.
Well, they were talking. I was reading an article today about the Dark Universe. The Mummy is out on what do you call it?
Video?
Yeah, well, direct.
Or-
Yeah,
direct
whatever.
video or
Direct
direct,
trash-
download,
trash
whatever they
can?
call it.
Pretty much. And they said how to fix it. It was one of the articles, and they said don't spend $200 million on a Mummy movie. They said you got Bride of Frankenstein coming out. You got Creature from Black Lagoon. All these movies come out. They're like make them for 65 to 70 million. Then you don't have to worry about blowing.
I honestly think 65 to 70 million is more than you
Well,
need to.
the guy said, you know, Conjuring has a whole franchise now, basically,
Yeah,
and they're
exactly.
making them for $10 million.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
mean,
that
okay, so
difficult.
you want to get some star power, so you might overpay an actor, but I mean, you don't have to go stupid goofy on
No.
effects or whatnot. Do some practical effects. I mean, horror movies are great at throwing out $10 million budget films.
Well, they were talking about the whole idea was they wanted it to be Avengers. Universal wanted it to be their own Avengers.
Well, yeah, it's
And
good to
like,
want things.
How do you make that Avengers anyways? But they said, go different. Make it like a straight horror movie. You know? You don't have to make it R. You can still do PG-13.
Yeah.
But make it different. That's
Mm-hmm.
going to be your niche. And you can make money off of that. I was like, that's actually a pretty good idea. But yeah, the first thing is they said, don't make a $200 million movie and you won't be disappointed in the results.
Yeah. Well, but yeah, you want to make a movie that if you make $50 million, you're not losing 150 over it.
The most expensive movie was $35 million in the top 5, and that was it. Everything
Yeah.
else was $29 million, $15 million, $15
Yeah.
million, and $11 million.
You made it for $35 million. There is nothing in the Universal Dark Universe
No.
that should cost more than that to make.
No.
I mean, there were effects and whatnot in it that any of the Dark Universal products would.
Did the spider
Would
at
be.
the end look good?
That's in the second part.
It was a joke.
So what you're
Because the first
saying?
one was so bad. The
Oh, yeah.
miniseries.
So what you're saying is good writing and acting
Good writing.
can make you money.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Don't overspend on stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
my.
Yeah.
What a
If
concept.
you got a good script and good actors, they usually pull
works
off
on
most
TV.
things without blowing out your budget.
Look at Stranger Things.
Yeah.
They did it on a lower budget. Now the Demogorgon or whatever that is thing is.
Demogorgon.
Yeah, he did not look good at the end, but you kind of let it go.
You let it go because, it was 80s.
Part of me was, it's kind of like in
It
1980s.
almost fit the
Yeah, that's one thing. A great thing about it was,
Yeah.
it felt like a monster that would have been around, a monster movie from the 80s.
Yeah.
So it was great to bring you back in the setting, and then it also gives you the same feel. That's what was great about Stranger Things.
There's a lot of good things about Stranger Things. Anyways, what else is coming up? Because I think it could be in trouble this weekend.
Well, it could be in trouble because most of the people that wanted to see it probably already did.
I don't know. It's been good word of mouth.
Yeah.
See what
So now you got to convince the people who didn't want to see it to go see
Yeah.
it. But, okay. Upcoming September 15th, 2017. All I See Is You.
No idea what that is.
It's Blake Lively.
No,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Plays a blind chick who gets her sight back and sees her husband in her marriage and says, "This sucks."
Is that true? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought maybe you might
I'm
be.
not making this shit up. I researched this shit.
I'll be honest. I don't care if it isn't true. I like that movie.
She's
Let's
like,
go. Why not?
I can see now, and I'm with you.
Wait a minute. She's with Ryan Reynolds. That's not doesn't suck.
No, in the
I don't
movie
think
she's
it's Ryan
with
Reynolds.
Kevin James. She wakes up like, oh dear God.
His whole seeing by touch thing was way off.
We also have opening American Assassin.
This is Maze Boy.
What?
Who's Maze Boy?
Maze Boy. Maze Runner Boy.
Oh,
Yeah. Maze Boy. Yeah.
the future Taylor
Hey, get
Lautner.
Torch Boy. Yeah, get Maze Boy. Yeah.
The future Taylor Lautner.
Yeah.
He is an assassin.
Oh, good for him.
Assassin. He's a hair assassin.
It's like salsa. I am a spicy assassin.
No more she-shed. That's my Antonio Banderas from the movie Assassins.
Yes.
You're the captain now. I'm the captain now.
Okay, we're on to Captain Phillips
all right.
now.
We went to there to count. All right.
And also opening Mother!
Mother.
Or Mother exclamation point.
I
Mother.
just killed a man.
Mother, do you think they'll drop the bomb?
No, this is Darren Aronofsky's
Ooh, it's an
next big
Aronofsky.
thing with
Hopefully it's better
Jennifer
than the fountain.
Lawrence.
Oh, Aronofsky. Lawrence in an
Jennifer
Aronofsky movie. I
Lawrence,
might need to
yeah,
look
there's
into
already
that
a
one.
picture of her in a wet t-shirt.
It's gotta be better than
Oh, she's wearing a bra. But anyways,
it's gotta be better than the fountain.
good enough.
Yeah.
What did I watch? I don't know.
I don't know what happened. Now, granted, Scab Jeff will come in here and tell you how great it was.
He likes La La Land and Bye Bye Love, so let's just shut the fuck up that. Okay.
You like Bye Bye Love.
did. They made it at McDonald's.
Buy or sell.
Okay.
We are taking the careers of these actors, actresses,
Not people themselves, their
or
careers.
occasionally directors or whatnot.
Yeah, we're not ESPN.
But we're going with Reese Witherspoon.
Auctioning off.
Are you buying or selling the career of Reese
Selling.
Witherspoon?
Son, again, I can't afford the products for her chin, so I'm selling.
Boo.
Fuck her. She's not a nice person.
Boo.
She is not a nice person.
Boo.
She has a fucking fake
Boo.
personality. I can't afford Kevin James' facial either for his 6 chins. I'm selling his shit too.
You're giving Kevin James a facial? What?
Might be the only good thing that's ever. Never mind.
So you're basically judging her based upon her looks. Is
No,
that,
I'm judging her based on her personality. She's a
yeah, that's what
fucking
you say
witch.
after you cut down her looks.
Yeah, she had a bad moment, and the press
No,
it just happened.
fuck her.
And so you're judging her based off of one bad.
I saw Sweet Home
moment.
Alabama.
You're sexist.
Oh yeah, Josh Lucas was kind of.
I saw Simply Irresistible. Nope, that was Sarah Michelle Gellar. Damn.
I never saw Simply
You're a
Irresistible.
patriarchal misogynist.
Anyways, are you buying or selling Reese Witherspoon?
I can't get me enough Reese Witherspoon.
Okay.
I'm selling about
Okay,
now.
good. See?
I'm shallow. I admit it.
Bill
wife is a
Skarsgård.
saint.
Yes,
Are
she
you
is.
buying
I think
or
she doesn't
selling?
listen to this podcast.
Are you buying or selling Bill Skarsgård?
Who's that?
He plays Pennywise.
He's got a great name, Skarsgård.
His father is the famous actor Stellan Skarsgård.
Ooh. Does he really have a big head like that?
No, in real life he does not.
So it's costume, makeup.
It's costume. See, you don't have to hire big-headed actors. You can just get some good makeup and costumes.
Fuck those actors from Easter Island. They get nothing.
You know, they found the bodies of those heads, by the way, buried. They were still out of proportion. They were still big heads.
Well, anyway, since they're
Threw
making
their ashes into the water, it was like a volcano ash.
since they're going to be releasing a sequel to it, I will at least buy some Skarsgård for now.
And here, I'm not body shaming. That guy has abs of steel. I am buying him.
Yeah, wasn't he in that one vampire show?
Yes.
I like his forehead. I'm buying.
Okay.
You can put some advertisement on the forehead there.
I'm shallow.
just
I already
a-
admitted it.
Just screen.
That's right.
All right, and Jaden Lieberher.
He's from It.
I think he was the main kid in it.
I think he was the kid.
There were 7 of them.
I haven't seen the
Actually,
movie.
8 of them.
I haven't seen the movie or know this kid, but I don't have to have that to have an opinion, as
You're
we've
right, you
learned.
don't.
Welcome to America.
So yeah, I'll buy.
I'll buy too.
Yeah, he did a good job. I saw it. He did a good job.
I don't know if I want to buy kids here.
But
child
just
trafficking.
because, unless for some reason, since it did 117 million and his stock skyrocketed, I'd have to see where it is.
You're going way too much into fictional stock here. Are you buying or selling?
Well, I'm buying if it's low.
Okay, fine. It is. It's his first, second.
It's going to go up. It's going to have a
But-
sequel. We already saw 117 million.
But he probably won't be in the sequel because
35 million.
Yeah, but he won't be in the sequel.
Is he dead? Did he die?
The sequel takes place 28 years later. That's the adults are going to be
in it.
Well, you know, they can do a lot of things with CGI nowadays.
okay. They're going to just bring the same 7 kids back and age
I saw
them.
Professor X walk. They can do a lot with CGI.
That's right.
How James McAvoy walks is amazing in those shows.
Hey, you know,
You're not talking about how they de-aged
No,
Patrick
he
Stewart.
walks.
hey, you know what? When they reboot the Hunger Games with a male
Lead. Yep.
Katniss,
Katanas.
yeah, go call him
Katana.
Kit Kat, whatever.
John.
He'll have the lead, maybe. You never know.
You're talking about James McAvoy?
When they
He's not learned how to
reboot
walk
Wonder
yet.
Woman with a man,
It is. It's called Wonder Man.
that's right.
It's on the
It could be him.
Again, good job for James McAvoy.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Stay strong, buddy.
Yeah, unfortunately, we were talking about Jaden Lieberher.
Yeah, we all bought.
Libera. yeah, Libera.
Oh, I like this guy. He's got big things. He takes orders well. He marches well. Film him in the next show.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm selling. He sounds like a Nazi.
I sounded like Marvin
I don't
the
do
Martian.
Nazis. I'm out.
No, you didn't. Well, that was our box office bomb segment.
All right, so breaking news
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
about our top 5 theme song. That would have been coming from El Heno.
Yes, Heno was supposed to write us a song.
Yes, but I think it may be delayed indefinitely at the moment because today El Heno announced his candidacy for city council for the Haley City
In Idaho.
in Idaho.
Well,
Idaho?
Idaho. El Heno.
Vote for Heno.
Vote for Heno is a vote for Hobie. Wait, hold on.
No.
Hobie votes for Heno.
Ooh.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm gonna put
we're
that
not
in my
registered.
yard.
We're not registered in Haley City. Maybe we
Hey,
should go.
I've heard the Supreme Overlord. That never stopped anybody.
True.
I'm voting.
That's right. Vote early, vote often.
Population of 800 people in the city. There was 18,000 votes for Heno.
Soon to be several thousand.
We all move. Man, we got population growth of 87,000.
You know, I could go to the cemetery and find dead registered voters and cast their votes for them. I mean, it works both ways.
Heno for Hobie.
all right. Well,
That's right. I mean, no, Hobie for Heno.
Whatever.
although I hope Heno knows what he's getting into, because just based off of his Facebook talks, He doesn't seem to be in the majority belief as most of the people surrounding him.
Yeah, but he's in Idaho. If they have a issue, they just do a duel.
I would like to say right now, I will donate 1,000 Hobie IOUs
Just as good as money.
to his campaign.
You know what? I'm going to throw in another 50 on top of that.
There you go.
If you would like Hobie to do a commercial for you, Heno, like a political ad, you let us know. We could do a super PAC.
Or if you think it's going to be better for your campaign, we'll do one for your opponent.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
Yeah, give us the name of your opponent. We'll endorse him right away. And his ratings will fall.
Hobie for Hitler.
No. Don't even think of making that the fucking title. I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. Because this is that's bullshit.
Okay, cut that flash part. Cut that Hobie for Hitler.
No, you
Should it be Hilter then? Like Hilter.
no, not at all.
Well, I guess you have to wait to the addendum on how we get the title.
Oh shit. I'm driving home.
That means you don't get a vote. Woo! Jeff and I win!
Yay!
Sounds like the Electoral College.
Default.
I don't get a vote.
Default.
That's right.
Default. What's your top 5?
What is the top 5 this week?
Top 5 films about vacation/traveling. Blake, what's your number 5? It's about films that, you go on the road.
All right, well, I'm going to make a disclaimer.
Road pictures.
Yes.
I'm going to make a disclaimer, and I'm not going to put the Lord of the Rings trilogy in there because that is, after all,
That is
one
true.
hell of a long road trip.
Yeah.
And including The Hobbit, by the way.
Yes.
I'll remove
I
all
thought of
6
that, but
those
I'm like,
movies.
well, it was supposed to be more of a vacation feel.
wasn't
I don't really
enjoyable.
think Frodo was enjoying his trip to
I don't think
Mordor.
the general audience was enjoying
Yeah,
that.
most of them did.
No.
I would say about 100 million of them did.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow!
Yep.
That's who bought the tickets. I don't know if they all enjoyed it.
They all enjoyed it.
No. I did not enjoy it.
I think 11 Academy Awards shows you that 14 people.
La La Land lost an Academy Award. Oh, wait.
Hey,
Yeah.
a movie with a talking tree.
I know. Guardians of
mind.
the Galaxy should have won.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, moving on. What's your number 5?
Well, actually, I have a tie for number 5.
Of course you do.
And I equated this with the tourist destination traveling movie together. So number 5 tie in my beloved Barcelona, the movie Barcelona.
Oh, that was my number 4.
That's right, the Whit Stillman movie
It was my number 4.
where the Navy officer goes visits his Motorola buddy who lives in Barcelona.
Can I
and
guess what
things
you tied
ensue
it with?
from there?
Can I guess what you tied it with?
Yeah,
Did you tie it with Vicky Cristina Barcelona?
no.
Oh.
Although I would just because ScarJo's in there.
Red,
but
blue,
anyway,
white. Did you?
But no, my tie does include a ScarJo movie. Lost in Translation.
Yeah, I knew that was.
That's my number 1.
Really?
You're screwing my
Are you
number
serious?
1 with your tied for
I
number
thought I was
5?
being witty with my number 5
Put it
Lost
on
in
the board.
Translation. Because he travels to Japan to
Yeah.
do a commercial, but you don't equate. Well,
And she
I did.
travels-
And obviously you made it number 1. So obviously we great minds think alike
Yes.
Good job.
in our
buddy.
list. But I bet Jason didn't have Lost in Translation.
No, I had.
What are you writing right now? Scratch it out.
I had Barcelona as my number 4.
Yeah, you did.
I did. I love that movie.
Should I rearrange
an
these so it's not my number 1
It's an
anymore? No.
uplifting slapstick comedy. I love it.
No, it's not it.
Oh,
No, but both of them deal with some aspects of local culture and stuff. Especially the Barcelona is pretty funny because that was at the time period it takes place is the post original Libya bombings and a lot of anti-NATO feelings and sentiment in America. Yeah.
that sounds like a great.
And I love the Lost in Translation because of the Japanese culture and everything else. And
I do like that.
looking at
I do
that,
like
it's pretty
Lost in
cool. Some things are weird and fucked up in Japan because they are, but it's just the way they are. It's pretty cool.
And Anna Faris was in it.
And Anna Faris was in it too. You're right.
What's your number 5, Jeff?
My number 5 is Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
That's not bad. Okay.
Go on a trip to forget about your ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, and then
That's
she
cool.
shows up.
That had
kinda
highlights. That had
sucked.
good point.
You know, I don't think I've seen that movie. I've seen bits and pieces, but not.
I
the
would
whole-
recommend.
Did you see Jason Segel's bits and pieces? 'Cause
I
he
did
shows
not
them.
see his bits and pieces. Not that part.
I would recommend seeing the movie. It's enjoyable.
I'm about to say my list was slapped together real quickly.
Okay.
But
My number 5 is Cabin in the Woods, the horror movie.
I thought that might pop up on somebody's list.
I love that movie. Great film.
Let's go
We've
on
talked about it
vacation.
before.
Oh shit!
We're part of a master game. My number 4 Eurotrip. Love Eurotrip.
I couldn't stand that movie, but okay,
The ending got
go
done
ahead.
with the Pope, but I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
They really are the worst twins ever. Scotty doesn't know.
Scotty doesn't know. Don't tell Scotty, because Scotty doesn't know.
You have that as your theme song?
Yeah, you got that as your ringtone?
Catchy.
It's got some really good parts.
Number 4, Jeff.
My number 4 is On Golden Pond.
Are you 90?
That was a traveling movie.
Yeah, the
Vacation. Well,
the
vacation. Okay, you go to
Driving
Golden
Miss
Pond.
Daisy is his number 3.
Then they go. The kid and his mother go to the lake cabin to drop the kid off with the grandparents for the summer, and it's traveling, going on vacation.
Anyways, where's number
It's a
4?
good movie, whether you like it or not. It's still good.
Okay.
And
I'm not criticizing.
Henry Fonda is a great actor.
This
Can't
is your
help
top
it.
5.
It is.
Oh shit, Henry Fonda. I could use his movie in there.
Oh, I didn't like that movie.
You
Though.
didn't like that one because they travel around on motorcycles.
Oh wait, no, you're thinking Peter Fonda.
Same thing.
I thought you were talking about Grapes of Wrath. It was
love
his
when-
traveling movie.
That is not an uplifting summer movie.
It wasn't uplifting summer movie list. It was
Oh, sorry.
traveling vacation.
I was thinking of Bridget Fonda. How it all comes to Bridget Fonda.
Are you talking about Point of No Return?
Yeah.
That's not a traveling film.
Oh well. Anyways. No, I'm
What's your
kidding.
number 4? What crap
My
film do you
number
have?
4, Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
I thought of that one. Probably should have put it on my list of
more-
Ron Gold
yeah.
Pond, but I didn't.
More traveling to go get his bike back.
I think
you
the
know?
big thing is it really why it didn't stay on my list was it really wasn't about vacation. He was traveling with a mission to find his bike
Yeah.
in the basement of the Alamo.
True. I
Oh, no.
stretched it a little bit.
No, but I like the pick.
Thank you.
As you said, great minds.
That's right. That's right.
What's
Great
your number
minds.
4, Jeff?
No, that was my number 4.
Oh, I'm sorry. My number 4 is... Oh, no, Blake,
Yes,
what's your number 3?
We're wrapping around backwards here.
You already gave your number 4, didn't
I'm
you?
out.
My other 3, I can't get enough of Audrey Hepburn. And Roman Holiday.
I didn't think of that one. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
That was a
was a
very
good
good movie. I'll
movie.
give you that one.
Oh,
I'll give you
yes.
that. I won't mock you for that one.
Thank you.
Well, I'm tying that with my
Okay.
number 1
Well, there you
with
go. You can tie it.
So
So
Lost in
Blake just took-
Translation. So
Blake
I got
just took
2
two of
number
them.
1. No,
There you go.
I did not think of that. That was a great movie.
Thank you. Good movie.
I liked it
Classic.
better when Queen Latifah redid it.
Yeah. Oh God, no. Jesus.
No. Speaking of that, I'm going on to my number 3 movie. My number 3, I have Meatballs.
That's a funny movie. Bill Murray.
Summer camp
Murray.
vacation.
Summer camp. Yeah.
The Cody, the Hames. Cody Hames. Right.
No.
Corey's.
There's no Corey's in
There's
that.
no Corys in that movie.
Well,
You may be
anyways,
thinking of the remake. There
Yeah.
could be a remake
I don't
or
know.
similar.
Chris
rip-off.
Makepeace is in
Rip-off
it. Maybe
movie.
you're thinking he is a Corey, but he's not.
But stick with the original meatballs, please.
It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
That's right.
It just doesn't matter.
my number 3 is Christmas Vacation because there's vacation in the title.
Yeah, whatever.
I love Christmas Vacation. I know. Shut the fuck up, okay? Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
It's the 4th best vacation movie.
God, no.
Yeah.
My number 2 this is going to get a lot of hate too. City Slickers. I love City Slickers. They go off into the
Cowboy.
Yeah.
City Slickers 2,
Vacation.
maybe.
Oh yeah, when they brought Curly back, that was smart.
No, it was his twin brother.
Bullshit. Anyways, oh my god, the best part of City Slickers is dead. What the fuck did we do? Twin? Yeah.
There you go.
Jeff, what's your number 2?
What is my number? My number 2 is Almost Famous.
He does travel around following the band, writing about them.
During his
You're
summer
right.
vacation. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You put freaking City Slickers in your in my pick?
Yeah, City
right.
Slickers is awesome.
It's not as awesome as Almost
What'd you
Famous.
use for protection, paper or plastic? Anyways, what's your number 2?
My number 2 was Weekend at Bernie's.
Son of a bitch! I forgot to put that in there.
I didn't forget. Wow.
That's time for
You
number
didn't
2.
like Weekend at Bernie's?
I argued at work about this when my coworker said Weekend
Oh,
at Bernie's.
my.
I'm like,
What about
Yeah.
Weekend at Bernie's 2 when he comes back?
No. No.
The best is when they're on the deck of Weekend at Bernie's and they're playing Monopoly. He's playing Monopoly.
I like how they, put his hand on a thing and they wave. They pull on it. He's like waving. Hey, how's it going?
Did you see the studio? This was the best part. The studio, there was a story that came out a couple years ago. They wanted to do a Weekend at Bernie's 3 back in the day.
Oh, no.
And this one studio guy, or the writer, I guess it was, he's like, he would be decomposing by now. You can't do that. You can't keep doing it. And they said, bye.
Yeah, Terry Kaiser would be terrible by now.
It's probably his best acting piece ever. Playing dead.
What's your number one?
Playing a
Blake?
stiff.
I like that one. That was a good one.
So my number one. I thought you guys would hit this already, but based upon my own Edwards vacations growing up, I've had many of these things happen to us, such
Here we
as
go.
getting lost in East St. Louis, the wrong turns,
Roll the windows up.
making places to amusement parks or places where they're closed.
Yeah.
I mean, this shit's happened to us in real life. Visiting weird, fucked up relatives. Sorry if any of my relatives are listening. I don't mean you, of course. But you know, in just National Lampoon's Vacation.
My number one.
Only thing that never happened to us. We never had a relative or grandma die with us on the way.
Put her on the roof.
Now, the original Vacation, great.
And we had a station wagon that looked like that station wagon in the movie.
The best is when they go to their car gets destroyed, so they get the bald tires and they're wobbling around.
Yeah.
I can't say anything bad, especially about the original Vacation.
The original was
I
fun.
just kind of thought, it's all vacation. I'll do something other than vacation.
I did not like
List.
European Vacation at all.
I did. Rusty.
The only thing I quote is, "Look, kids, Big Ben Parliament."
Parliament.
Yeah,
That's
Big Ben
it.
Parliament.
That's the only quote from that movie I use.
We're looking for sex? Yeah. I mean, come on.
Jeff, your top.
My number one was Lost in Translation, tied with Roman Holiday.
Great choices.
Thank you.
I had honorable mentions. I had The Hangover, and
that is a.
and Road Trip.
I thought of Road Trip. I didn't even
Amy
think of The Hangover.
Smart gets naked.
I have honorable
Smart.
mentions. I'm surprised this one didn't make your list,
Which one?
Jason. Under the Tuscan Sun.
Oh dear God!
No.
I had to watch that a couple months ago with my wife. I didn't have to, but she was watching. I'm like, I'm not moving, so I guess I'm going to watch this.
And I tied that with an honorable mention of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Did you really like those two?
Really?
Well, actually, surprisingly, Sister of the Traveling Pants was actually kind of
It
good.
was better than I thought.
Under the Tuscan Sun, no, I didn't like that one.
Any honorable
I got-
mentions for you?
And that was a Blake Lively movie.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them actually.
Shocking.
Sideways. The trip to
Wine Country.
Wine Country. You know, out there. I had What About Bob?
Oh, I didn't even think about What About Bob.
Yeah, What About Bob? I had Stand By Me. Because it was a trip to go see a dead body.
Yeah.
But not your normal trip. You could have put that in the Lord of the Rings, Hobbit.
Yeah.
category.
Stand By Me entered my thought process, but it
Yeah.
didn't feel true to the category. But I definitely see
Yep.
what you mean
I had
by that.
Little Miss Sunshine.
Thought about that one.
And then I had Deliverance.
Squeal like a pig.
Yeah,
Not because it's an enjoyable travel trip, but because it was a good movie.
No.
No? Okay.
I have to be honest. I've never watched the entire thing of Deliverance.
It's a great concept because the pacifist in the movie has to become a killer.
Nobody.
It's a great concept because Ned Beatty gets anal raped.
No, that's scarring, yes, and disturbing.
Nobody had a Broken Lizards movie when they went to the tropics.
Oh, Club Dread.
That was awful.
Oh, that was like the only Broken Lizard movie that I hated.
I like the Pac-Man scene. That was about
That
it.
was about it. I mean, I could see what they were trying to do with the movie, but oh no.
Top 5 listener picks. Here we go. Thomas Kirk, Captain Admiral. He had City Slickers. Good man. The Parent Trap from 1961. Dirty Dancing Gidget from 1959.
I think there's supposed to be a
Dancing
comma in there.
I know there is, but I like the Dirty Dancing Gidget. I like the Dirty Dancing
That
Gidget.
sounds like a Pornhub movie. But anyway,
That's why I
cheap
kept.
bar,
I like the
cheap bar movie.
6 days, 7 nights.
Harrison
Anne Hesh.
Ford, Anne Heche.
Oh,
There was a thing he was doing a expo or convention.
Harrison Ford or Captain Admiral
Gidget.
Kirk?
Gidget.
Oh, Gidget.
Dirty
was
Dancing
it?
Harrison
Gidget.
Ford was with Ryan Gosling. They were talking about Blade Runner, and the one guy in the audience was trying to be a smartass. He was like, "Mr. Ford, is your plan to reboot every famous franchise that you've been in to keep it going forever. And he looks at him and he goes, "You're damn right it is." I was like, well played, Harrison. Well played.
Give me props for that one.
He is pretty funny, even though he can be kind of an asshole
Yes.
in real life. But that is pretty funny. But no, that's a good point.
You're damn right it is.
You know what I do like? What was the David Letterman one where they started getting Chewbacca was heckling him from the audience or something? I forget.
But I thought that was good. Well done, Harrison. Besotted Geek had Vicky Cristina Barcelona at number 5.
Yeah.
Road Trip at 4. 3 Deliverance.
Hey,
2 Jaws. And number
I
1,
thought that was like more of like a summer flick. Unless there's Jaws 4 where they run to Jamaica to escape the shark and the shark follows them there.
Here's an idea. Stop taking vacations by the ocean.
well,
Go to a lake.
It's summer vacation where people are traveling to the
It's a
beach.
freshwater shark, first ever.
That's what I mean. This family deserves it.
It's
By that
swimming up
point.
the river.
Who's the main star of the first one?
Wayne
Roy
Shark.
Schreider.
Yeah, I like that he
Wayne
never
Shark.
wanted to do another one. Why are you doing another one? He kept asking.
Was he was in the second one, wasn't he?
He was in a very short, like they filmed it all
Okay.
at one time because I guess I forget what the reason was. Part of the contract was that he had to come back for something, but after that he said, "I'm done."
Or I thought it was. Did you see The House It Made Me? Or
That was
it?
Michael Caine.
Yeah, it was Michael Caine.
That was
sorry.
McCain for the fourth one.
Yeah. Okay.
Somebody
just
want to watch a Genie of Hobie, First Lady of Space Violence. Number 5, Die Hard. Number 4, The Beach. The Beach is awful.
I never saw The Beach. I actually want to see The Beach, but I never saw it.
Number 3, European Vacation. Nope.
No, I like European.
Number 2, Dirty Dancing Gidget. And I had the time of my life. Number 1, The Great Outdoors. Still makes her laugh. I never liked The Great
really?
Outdoors.
I'll agree with you on that, Jason. I'm sorry, Jeannie.
The bear jumping on the door.
Well, I think it might be. I don't know. For
Is
the
it better
most,
than Wagons East?
for the most part, I don't find John Candy all that amusing.
Stop it.
Well, I mean, what, The Great Outdoors? He
Uncle
had
Buck.
Uncle Buck was good. I'll give you that. But what was that other one he had? Summer Rental.
Planes, trains, and
Wasn't that him?
automobiles.
That was terrible.
How did we miss that
How
one?
did I miss that?
I
That's
didn't
not-
miss it.
Well, it is traveling.
Traveling.
It's traveling.
Thanksgiving.
That would have been my number up there, number one.
It wouldn't have made my list at all. I thought that was a very.
We've all
overrated
determined
movie.
that you have a horrible list.
No.
Anyway.
And they had like 3 funny lines in it, and then John Candy just
No.
John Candy'd it up.
Number 5 from Pittsburgh Nerd, Dirty Dancing, Gidget. Number 4, Without a Paddle. I did like Without a Paddle.
It is such a bad movie, but it makes me
It
laugh.
does make me laugh every time.
I didn't think I'd be happy to hear anything that sounded like Creed.
3, Summer Rental.
Oh, there it is.
Number 2, Vacation.
Oh,
And number 1, The Great Outdoors. Really? Oh, God.
Summer Rental and The Great Outdoors. So Sean probably is cursing at me if he's listening to this now.
Chris Richardson had National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation at number 5. Number 4, The Grand Budapest Hotel.
Still need
dear
to see
God. Fucking Wes Anderson.
I don't know if I would
I
call
like
that
Wes
a-
Anderson, so fuck you.
Well, they work at a hotel.
People go. Number 3, The Shallows. I wanted to see that.
And it didn't say, you're on vacation. You could be working while
Okay.
other people are on
You're
vacation.
working while other people are on
Traveling.
vacation.
Clue.
Okay.
Not technically.
They drove to the house. That's
Oh my
travel.
God,
No,
no.
I'm not putting clue.
2, The Impossible. And number 1, Jaws. So there you
Do
go.
I know The Impossible?
I don't know. I've heard of it, but I don't remember what it is.
That was the spin-off from The Inconceivable.
Oh, which was
I don't think
spin-off
that
of
word
Princess
means what you
Bride.
think it means.
Anybody want a peanut? There's your show. Bad idea of the week. Number 8921. 8,921. Going against the Cleveland Indians this week.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
that should be higher.
They won
Okay,
again.
299.
Okay,
They won again tonight.
They
I
did.
did.
Go Tribe.
Yay.
Roger says
They're buzzsaw. They're a buzzsaw coming right through you. Goodbye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history of not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
You were listening to Hobie.
We need titles for the episode.
Titles. Let's see. What did I write down? Thanks, Obama.
I have that one.
I got.
Waffle Daddy would be happy for that.
I got a vote for Heno is a vote for Hobie.
It's a pretty long title, but I like it.
Dirty Dancing Gidget.
I do like Dirty Dancing Gidget.
Hobie for Hitler.
No,
Can't do that.
I don't want to be on a white nationalist fucking #1 download or whatever.
I don't think Apple tracks white nationalists to downloads.
New Comic Arousal. And leave the socks on the floor.
I had Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
They took my land, which could probably not be a good thing. Thanks, Trudeau.
Thanks, Trudeau.
Like a mushy pear. And your wife is a saint. So
like
that's
a
all I had.
mushy pear? Did I miss that one?
I think I was talking about that in Box Office Bombs. I whispered it. I liked just the thing of it. Jeff, what was your other ones? What was it? The quick ones.
New Comic Arousal.
Do you like the new comic Arrival?
Arousal.
Well, I don't want to kill Heno's political career early.
Yeah, we don't want to put Heno either.
So we don't want. Obviously, we're not allowed to.
Who's he
support
going against?
Hitler,
We'll put that in there.
So we're either thanking Obama, Trudeau, or putting socks on the floor.
I do like socks on the floor.
Just leave the socks on the floor.
Socks on the floor.
Leave the socks on the floor. All right, there's your title.